Right, we are live. Um, Hello, welcome to MBT Sports. Oh no, MBT Footy Talks. That's right. This is our YouTube channel. I and my friend Malcolm will be discussing football-related topics on this channel. For those who aren't aware, this is probably our. For those who aren't aware, and for those who are here, wherever you are. This is our first ever video on the channel and our first ever stream. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys have the opportunity to join us in our first stream. Hopefully we'll have the internet with us. As you know, we're from South Africa, so we experience a lot of load shedding. So before we get started, I'll just quickly want to say, please like and subscribe to the channel. This is MBT Footy Talks. MB is in Melby and T-Man. As my name is there in the bottom there. And yeah, I just want to get my guest on for 1 second. Just hold on. Just want to get him on quickly. Let's see. Just want to put him on. One second. Yeah, I've just sent my friend the link. Hopefully he can join us immediately. But what we're gonna go over, this is a football channel, and we'll be talking about football related content. Primarily for the first few videos, the Premier League. Hopefully we can go into local football in South Africa as well. But yes, this channel is primarily football focused, primarily the Premier League or in Europe particularly. But yeah, it's very clear that my friend is taking long, but yeah, I'm very excited to be opening up this channel. I'd like to introduce myself first and foremost. My name is Tawanda Imnanika, or T-Man, and I live in South Africa in Pretoria, in my own house, as you can clearly see, and with my terrible laptop camera. But yeah, I um, I I was in the brains behind this channel. I was one of the people who thought of the idea as well, but Malcolm was the brains behind this, so he allowed me to get everything ready and sorted, and hopefully we can see if he's here. Let me see if he's here. Still waiting on him, but yeah, uh, still waiting on him. But yeah, that's me. I support Arsenal Football Club, by the way, in the Premier League. We're first in the league at the moment. Fingers crossed we win this Premiership. But I just, before he even comes through, I just want to talk about our game in particular, because I think we'll hear his perspective on United. But yeah, we will talk about the Arsenal game. Just, this is an opinion-based channel, not really a fan of statistics. If you want to bring up statistics, you want to bring up charts, boards, whatever, you're more than welcome. But this channel is primarily for um, for fan opinions, fan views, and having genuine dialogue and conversations in the channel generally. So to start there, let's talk about the game. I thought our performance was mediocre. It was something out of the era of the stagnation of our club. I haven't seen a bad performance like that against West Ham in years. I think the last time I saw a bad performance like that was maybe when it was really bad. But normally, I would expect us to beat West Ham because they're in a relegation fight. But even though to underestimate a relegation fight team is problematic, but I don't think that was the main reason why we lost. I think we lost because we got complacent. I think we lost because we lost focus, we lost concentration, and above all, we lost a number of um, players through injuries. We didn't start Zinchenko, we didn't start Saliba's injured as well, and those I realized those players are very key for us. Uh, I heard something like since Saliba's been injured, we've been conceding plus 2 goals, which is nuts. Um, but for me, the Tierney one is quite shocking. Here he is. This is Malcolm.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
What up, dog?
Well, welcome, Mr. Brains of this channel.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to me. Welcome to you. Welcome to all of us. We live, nah?
We are already live. We've been live for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes just waiting for me.
No, I just wanted to just start early, introduce ourselves. The video's already like I've already done my part already. But like you can
Okay.
introduce yourself.
I'm Malcolm Kepler, aka Mel B. Mel B for we don't know what the B stands for, but the B stands for something brilliant. So yeah,
And
we're here
yeah,
talking about
like which team do you support? Sorry.
what team I support. Manchester United since birth. I
Right.
think in the womb I knew I was gonna be a Red Devil.
And
So
the
since the beginning of time, I've only started watching Manchester around honestly 2004. That's when I started getting into football, and those were the years. Those were the great years when Ferguson was our manager.
yeah,
Yeah. So since then, so it's a good 19 years since I've been a Man United fan,
pretty much the same for me as
and I've
well. Like supporting. I've been supporting Arsenal as long as since I was a child. My uncle got me into um, God rest his soul, got me into loving Arsenal, even though I could have been a United supporter because of my family. Literally, my entire family, everyone, my brother, my sister, my mom. It's out of the question, but um, my older brother, who's in Zim, is United. So I could have been a United supporter. Even my dad, to an extent, was a United supporter. So, but my uncle got me into Arsenal, and I liked Arsenal during the Invincible era. So I started following them in the Invincibles, and I never stopped loving them since. Even though those years of stagnation and decline, those difficult years under Arsene, we were winning a few FA Cups here and there, but I I don't know, like I just liked Arsenal because of the football and because of players like Thierry and Perez and Lundberg and Vieira as well. So um, yeah, that's why I'm into Arsenal to this day. I've seen some great players and I've seen some horrible players in my time. So
mm,
yeah, that's the reason why I like Arsenal. So I just want to just share this to as many people as we can get because I feel like we could have some viewers today. So I'm just gonna share it now. Just give me a second. I'm going to share this. This is this is so weird, bro. Because like we're just starting the channel now. and of course it's also like a test run, right? So
Yeah.
do you like the thumbnail?
Where? What thumbnail? Where? What? Yours or mine?
No, on the video, you can check it on YouTube.
What is
I
it?
put I
What
put
does it say? I never saw.
a debut stream.
Debut
So
stream.
yeah,
Yeah. It's cool, bro.
okay. There's one view. There's one person.
There's a view. Is this like on StreamYard or YouTube?
It's from StreamYard into YouTube, so it's streaming on YouTube as we speak.
So it's live as well.
It is live. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is dope. No pressure.
Does my audio sound good though? Because
Yeah, I can hear you 100% clearly. I think for the next one, I'm just gonna connect because my speaker's flat now. But I'll connect the Bluetooth speaker. I'll be able to hear you more clearly. But I can hear you 100%,
away. Alrighty.
and you can hear me as well.
Perfectly. You're wearing headsets, no?
No headsets, but I'm talking into my phone's mic. Like
Straight
literally,
from the
my phone
phone.
is in my.
Wow, this is
Yeah,
actually
bro.
good. Really good. Like now I'm enthused. Like I actually want to use the phone, but the phone just gets weird. But it
Are
just
you
gets
using your laptop?
yeah. As you can see, there's a whole video there. Try use your camera.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that
Yeah,
rough, bro. There's no water this side,
serious.
so no
That's
water, bro.
for how long?
For this is the second day.
Did you store water?
No, like, but we've got a thing coming through, like jugs and jugs of water later.
Yes.
Because you can't be out here looking like this, bro.
You don't have to be on camera, but like I just want to see if it works. It works.
100%.
Yeah, no,
Bye,
so they need to see
guys.
they need to see our faces, man. Like they need to see like
Yeah,
the real,
bro.
like not some
Crusty, but
voices.
not that crusty.
How's my camera? My camera looks awful. I look like a dark. I'm not this dark.
Nah, it's not that bad, bro.
Yo, a good light would help, but like I tried, and like the lighting generally. Let me just try. Switch on my light. Nope, doesn't make it better.
Still the same.
Still the same. Another thing we need to try do is try keep the profanity at an all-time low. So no, try not to swear. Try
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll try keep it PG-13.
PG. We have a viewer already, so I don't know who's watching us. But whoever's
Ish,
watching
but you
us,
know, sometimes the words just they slip, especially when you engaged emotionally with the sport and
no,
your
like in
team
the
is
moment, I kind of get it, but like for
yeah, we just
like I
shouldn't
know,
make it
like I get you.
a
No,
habit.
no, yeah. No, and also, and you're not alone in that regard, in the sense that it's it's bound to happen because in football you kind of get emotional. I try to not get too emotional, but like, yay,
Bro, it's
it's
messed up, bro. Like you put your heart and your soul and your time into this team, and then they just break it, and then they go home and they don't care.
yeah,
It's like they don't care. Maybe on the pitch, yeah, they care, but as soon as they get home, in his Bentley, in his mansion, with his
like
hot
over
wife.
like these guys get paid exuberant amounts of money, like dude,
Now that's
way
something
more
that
than
if they Yeah, if we
Anything you
could
can
get
make
the,
out of.
if
Oh,
we can get a portion of that salary, I'd be a lot happier about them winning or losing. I wouldn't care as much.
dude, like, you know how much, like, I feel like Heike, if, as a fan, right? There was a guy who said, dude, I know it was peak when he said this, right? It was really bad. Remember when we drew 2-2 with Palace, with Emery, and Xhaka threw his shirt, and the fans were losing their heads, right? And
Yeah,
one of the fans, the troops from AFTV, he basically was like, these guys have no idea what we would do for this club. How many of us here in this stadium would want to play for this club, would want to fight for this club? And these players don't get it. These guys are on big amounts of money. They don't play well. They disappoint you, you know. And I don't know. It. You put your heart and soul. Sometimes you smile. You know, you gotta chip up your shoulder. You know, ready to go for the next week. Happy for the whole week. Then they lose or draw. Yes, you feel some kind of way. You know.
or getting destroyed. Like that's the worst one, bro. Like you don't
Mm,
even want to talk to anybody after your team gets annihilated.
right. So
It's like they're asking you, why did your team lose? I don't know why my team lost. They're useless. That's the only thing I can say.
that's the truth. Like it's hard to um, think of what. Just give me a second. Just gonna put off camera. 1 second. Just wanna do something quickly. Um, just to think what could happen next. You don't know if they're gonna win next week. You don't know if they're gonna lose next week. You don't know if they're gonna do any better or worse. You just really would want them to do well. But like, yeah,
But
let's.
that's the way. That's inconsistency, bro. That's like, how can you? It's the manager's fault. The team loses.
Blame them,
There's no other
the
way.
managers.
I blame the
Yeah,
manager.
but you can blame the players too. Like sometimes
Yeah,
the
if they
manager
don't
says one
perform,
thing. Yeah, the manager says one thing, and then the next thing it's like literally like, wow, I didn't say that. I didn't tell them to do that. You know. So
yeah, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes the manager, he's just standing there watching it unfold in front of his eyes. It's like he can't go on the pitch and kick the ball himself. He can't.
right,
He just gives his orders from the side. He can shout as much as he wants, but it won't get to them if they don't do it.
exactly. And on that, should we go through the last week or just the weekend? Because we can also talk about the
This
weekend.
weekend was hectic, man. We can unpack a lot
Bro,
of things this weekend. Like the
bro,
results, I couldn't believe some of them. I was smiling inside because it benefit my team, and we
right.
won as well. So, yeah, it's great.
No, and it's well for you. It's great.
Yeah, it's great for a United fan in terms of securing the that that UEFA anthem, that Heineken advert,
Dude, we're already
the
there.
chart.
Why are you thinking about like
Yeah,
that?
Arsenal's there, but I mean, like for us, like for Man United, bro, like last season, you know how bad it was under Oli and
No, it was
Ragnick.
very bad.
So so
Ragnick.
getting back to our standards, getting back to our standards, where we're supposed to be in UEFA, supposed to be lifting trophies, even if it's a Carabao Cup, still trophies. I'm happy for
It's
that.
still a trophy, fam. Like I don't know why this
I'm
is like.
satisfied actually. I'm not content. I'm satisfied.
Alright, we'll just go fixture by fixture. So the first fixture that was actually a bit of a shock, was Aston Villa 3, Newcastle nil.
Dude,
Now
I was not shocked at all.
that was a beating. That was an absolute beating by Villa. And like the scary part is You know they're sixth, right?
I see the sixth, but if you look at the table, it's kind of deceiving because Brighton are still winning as well.
Hmm.
Brentford, there's no chat because they keep
No,
losing.
they're out of it, James.
But
They're out of it. Out of
yeah,
the
Brighton are there. Brighton, I see Brighton, bro. Brighton can finish fifth. I think they can get there, bro, because they're not drawing as much as Brighton used to draw. They're starting to win, and it's good that
right.
Villa is sixth and all, but the games in hand, it really matters. It really matters at the end of the day because they played more than
No,
any one of us played.
and that's true. That's very true because Brighton's games in hand could be a very big determining factor of who ends up in Europe this season. In the sense that
And then
Tottenham
there's
have already
the dark horse Liverpool
like
as
yeah, like
well.
Liverpool.
I know Liverpool. It's I know. We
I
all
think
know.
I
We all
think
know, but
Liverpool.
they're not out of the European chat yet.
No, they're not. Like, but to be fair, shame. Like, yo, if they lose to Leeds today, it's late, bro. Because
But did Leeds lose 5-1 to Crystal Palace? I don't think they're beating Liverpool,
Palace on
bro.
form,
I
like we're acting like Palace are
I
like
know
since
since
the away
Hodgins
game.
came back, yeah, they've been doing bits. They've been doing bits.
Yeah,
But Leeds are in a relegation fight, so that makes them
they're
dangerous against
desperate for
Liverpool. But
points.
look,
They're so desperate, right? Like any of these teams in like from 13th, because no, Palace is safe. Palace is safe from
Palace
13th.
and Chelsea, that's also there.
Yeah, so from 13th to 17th, no one is safe. Like it
Yeah.
can change. It can change from now. It can any of these teams can go down. But I'm gonna just make a young prediction here. Wolves are staying, Bournemouth is staying,
Mm-hmm.
West Ham is staying. The teams I'm having big questions about is Leeds, who are desperate for points by the way. Everton, because
Yeah.
apparently Everton's situation is very bad. If they get relegated, I think it's way worse than just going to another league. I think the situation at Everton is deteriorated to a point because of the mismanagement, poor spending over the years. They might not exist because they have like a kind of like a debt to pay. So
Yeah.
Everton cannot afford to get relegated this season. This season they cannot afford to.
Okay.
Sorry, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, and we know Southampton are gone. Like Southampton, there's nothing. Like
No, Southampton, I think, let's say when you guys, I'm not even going to say if, when you guys beat them on Friday, I think it will be curtains
nah. Like, will we beat them?
because dude, we'll
We'll
get to
get to us.
Arsenal. We'll get to the title race. We'll get there, but we started off with Aston Villa 3-0 now.
Yeah, so let's talk about
Yo,
Emery, guys.
uh,
Let's talk about Una Emery, guys, because even when he was at Arsenal, there was something about him. I know he didn't do as great as people wanted him to be, but I've been saying it for the longest time. This guy is a very good manager. I would have him now. People saying no, Arteta's been great, but what has he done? So compared to Emery, no, there's no comparison.
yeah,
Emery,
because Emery's won
Emery
what
has European
Europa
pedigree.
leagues.
He has European pedigree. He has four Europa Leagues. He won three in a row. And this man right
Uh,
now is lead Aston Villa to a European tournament.
Potentially.
Potentially. Because even if they finish seventh, they're in conference.
Yeah,
So
but we all know Conference League, dude. Look what it's doing for West Ham. If I was
no,
them, I'd
like
rather push for Europa spot because I don't know something about conference. It's weird.
but that I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking nonsense here, but for some reason, the first season in Europe, especially for teams who've not been in Europe often, it's a bit of a struggle. Teams who don't have like monies like Newcastle, for instance, like Newcastle can be fine next year
Mm.
if when they make Europe, whichever it is. But I feel like they're going to make the Champions League next year. One thing about teams like the lower teams is that have you seen what happened with Leicester in Europa League? They struggle every time they go to
Yeah, that's when they
they,
stopped. That's when they got out of the top six.
exactly. So Europe is a bit of a you need like depth and you need kind of that experience to be playing in Europe as well.
Yeah.
There are teams who are in and out of Europe, but they always get into Europe every season or so. There's always that Frankfurt or Freiburg, you know. There's always
Or a
Villarreal
Genk or something.
or Genk. Those teams have more European experience than half of the Premier League teams.
Yeah.
So Europe really is a massive factor. And if Emery gets Aston Villa, yeah, they'll struggle. But watch him in those European competitions. Trust, it's
He'll
gonna be
probably win the Conference League, bro.
exactly.
Probably.
And like we're acting like Everton. I mean, sorry, Aston Villa haven't won a Champions League. They won the Champions League. So
Yeah, and they've got a decent team. I think it's like they've got good players, but like Watkins has got 10 goals in his last 12 games. That's crazy.
no, Watkins has been amazing. But like I look at players like
It's hit
Douglas
form
Luiz,
at the
McGinn.
peak of his powers right now.
Yeah, like those guys are really playing well. But it's credit to the manager because I don't know, and it's always the villains, Sevilla,
Yeah, from where they
Villarreal.
were with Gerrard, from where
Yeah,
they were with Gerrard, 14th to be sixth now. Yeah, it's a transformation.
and like they're gonna spend. Like I know they'll have a bit of money, not
They're
too
gonna
much.
have to add because that squad won't. I don't think the next season they'll do this well if they don't add strength in depth as well.
Right.
Get better players than Buendia and um,
I mean, Bendy is
Ramsey. I
alright.
think
Like he's, I think they can use him for time, but like they need to like,
yeah, but like not as a starter, dude. I'd play him from the bench.
yeah. But again, it's Aston Villa. Let's see who they can get, and hopefully they can build from there. Like get a few European qualifications, get more money into it, and get better with time. But wow, I didn't expect Newcastle to lose like that. That was actually a bit of a shock.
No, it was a drubbing. I watched that game, bro, from start to finish. I could not believe how easily they were cutting through that midfield of Newcastle. It's like St. Maximin got injured and they put Gordon, and there was a big difference. They were hitting them on that side of Gordon. So that means that Maximum does his work tracking back as well because Gordon was nowhere to be found. He left his left back alone. What's his name? Dan Burn was exposed all the time, just getting hit by Watkins and Ramsey. For some reason, the midfield they were just swimming through.
No, and like I think that's one thing about Emery's style. Like Emery's style is actually very nice to watch, but it also depends on what players he has. Like Villarreal, they're very defensive, so he adapted to what they had, and really just made them a very solid team to break down. With Villa, with Aston Villa, they have very fast, flamboyant, attacking players who are quick on the counter and like I think a physical midfield because the likes of um, Douglas and McGinn, they're very physical players. So they
Mm.
hit on the counter, but that free flowing style, that's down to the technical ability of those players. You see, so Emery, shout out to him. Very disappointing from Newcastle. But we have a comment
Yeah,
here.
Eddie Howe looked very confused on that touchline.
Yeah, we have a
He
comment.
he looked
We have a
like
comment. Sorry, Mark. We have a comment here.
oh
From
yeah.
Ash, if you want your team to win everyone has to have the same winning vision, and that's very true.
Amen. Amen. That's true.
That's very true in the sense that it's important that every player, um, everyone in that staff room, and it's very important that the the players are able to understand the meaning of winning. That's one thing we'll get to Arsenal. We'll get there, but let's talk
Yeah,
about.
I think
But no, like it was very disappointing from Newcastle. I thought Eddie Howe, like the thing about Newcastle, you can talk about the players, you can talk about um, the squad selection, but I think Eddie's done an exceptional job. Let's not take that away from Eddie Howe, right? At Newcastle,
mm,
since
bringing
he
them from relegation to a Champions League, potentially again a Champions League
I think
position,
will
but
happen. I
definitely
think
Europe, definitely Europe,
yeah, definitely.
definitely.
I said they should be in the top six, but they've
Yeah, that's where they
exceeded.
belong. But now they exceeding, they're exceeding.
Mm. And it's scary because they have money. You see, just a few
Yeah,
pieces
they
they
can
can get.
just add and then they can start being challenges, like for real,
But
title
like with that, it
challenges.
takes time. It takes time. Look how long it took City before they won that FA Cup, and then it eventually led to the league. So it took some time. It didn't just
Yeah,
happen
but
overnight.
remember when City was spending, they were balling out, bro.
Yeah, they were balling
Newcastle are
like
doing it slowly, very slowly.
they, and very rightly so. But like I feel like they're not like trying to build like a PSG. That they just get every
Or
star player.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
Chelsea
exactly.
that's
Like
spending all this money for nothing.
we'll get to them. We'll get to them.
They have to
But
get the.
yeah, let's go to the next fixture. And it's Southampton. They lost to Palace 2-0. They were at home and they lost to Crystal Palace, who were the away team, 2-0. The players obviously who scored were
Eze twice, I think.
Eze, Eze
Yeah,
twice.
twice. Yeah, Brace.
Yeah, Eze scored twice. Um, we all know what's going to happen in Southampton, right? We all know it's the rodeo now.
It's
It's like every
curtains, bro. It's curtains. If by some miracle they start winning games, which I don't see, they can just start packing their bags and going to the championship because now it's done, dude. It's over. They fired what's his name, Hauser for
Hazel.
I don't know why. Hauser Mr.
Like he's from the same country where Arnold is from, Austria.
Yeah, he's a Houghton. But anyway, they
Yeah,
fired him now.
yeah.
And look what has happened since they brought in. I don't even know their new manager's name, bro. Who's that guy? Do you know his name?
I, the moment Hazel
It's
even
just,
left, they just got a guy.
it's
Sorry,
bad.
like,
It's bad. They got
sorry, they
a
just got
random
someone.
guy.
They, I'm sure,
Why
like,
didn't they replace him
let's
with
not.
an experienced relegation, like a Sam Allardyce or something?
Sam Allardyce is
Somebody that
good.
knows the
Like
bottom. Somebody that you,
Sam
but
is
he
good.
knows the bottom.
Yeah, I know,
He
but
knows the
like,
bottom. He knows, like, okay, he won't suit Southampton, but I mean, like, anybody that has been through a relegation battle, they
right.
could have got instead of this random guy that nobody knows his name. He's just looking cool on the sideline, getting drubbed every week. I don't understand. I really don't.
No, like it's what, right? Like Southampton, it's kind of sad because, and like we're just giggling because banter aside, but like it's actually kind of sad because Southampton have been around in the Premier League for some time,
They've been
for
okay,
some
dude.
years now. What's this guy's name? Ruben Sales. Ruben Sales. This is the coach.
Sounds like an actor. Why is he there? He looks like an actor as well. I won't lie, he looks cool, that guy, but he don't look like a manager to me.
Same, he's a young manager. Yeah, he's a young one.
Where is he from?
He's Valencia. He was coaching the under 18s. He was caretaker coach, and then they made him permanent this year. So it's his first
So
big
they're
job.
bringing that guy to the Premier League. He's out of his
Look,
depth.
look, like if they want to, no, because if they want to like rebuild a team, then maybe yeah. But he like from what I've seen, it's not too. And he was assistant to Arsenal, so maybe he has an idea of what he wants to do. But like if they want to rebuild, maybe just give him a chance. Because I don't think the quality of the players of Southampton are not good. Like, there are a few
Mm.
players that wouldn't take everyone, like Ward Prowse, Lavia,
They've got some youngsters, what Lavia is there. They've got a
yeah,
boy named Mara. You've seen that
Mara,
boy
yeah,
score a few goals.
yeah.
Um, but
The
the
keeper,
back
the
line,
keeper is
bro.
not too bad. Thing. The keeper is not too bad. Like
I feel
he's
bad for the keeper because he's actually decent, but the back line always just
no. I
it's
think
like
I think like even if
uh
you look at their points, I just want to see like their points. Again, this is our first rodeo, guys. So we're just going with it. Um, the issue isn't actually goals. The team who've actually conceded the most is Forest.
yeah, because they terrible.
Everton are there with them as well. Bournemouth have even a worse than oh well until yesterday. But yeah, they had it worse. So also wasn't really much. I think they weren't scoring enough. Yeah, they weren't scoring enough. Conceded quite a few.
Yeah, because they got Che Adams and who else? Walcott. Walcott is too old now.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I think. Do you think they'll come back? Southampton.
What to the league?
Mm. Like, even not next season, but like in the future, because I
Yeah,
feel
in the
like this.
future, I'm sure they will. But dude, like the way they're struggling, they might go to the championship and also struggle. That's the thing I feel for them.
Mm.
Because if you're
No, like
struggling in the
championship,
championship, you can forget about the Premier League.
like the championship is probably one of the hardest leagues in Europe.
It's intense there, dude. People they don't
It's what
look at it
24
like
teams,
it's quite
24.
intense.
Dude, it's hectic. It's so hectic. Like the team from bottom can come in the playoffs, and those playoffs are nuts. Those it's
Yeah, and if you
oh,
look at some of the FA Cup games, bro, like this
mm,
Wrexham's and all that, you're getting beaten by these teams that nobody knows. It means that they've got some quality behind them.
yeah, they have to do
Or
like some.
Sheffield, or look, Sheffield is in a semi-final. How is that possible in the FA Cup? Underdog stories.
Big underdog stories. Big underdog stories. But
So
it's a
yeah,
shame.
Southampton. Nah, nah, nah. It's late for them, bro.
Like I would want like there have been miracles that have happened in the Premier League. Was it when Sunderland almost got relegated and it was Borini who saved them? It was 2013-14 season, and Borini saved them.
Mm.
With Sunderland that year, and then the next season they got
But who
relegated.
was the manager?
Um,
Probably an experienced guy.
2014 EPL. You wonder actually because Sunderland are going through it, yo. Like they are going
They're not
through it.
coming back. They're not
Yo,
gonna come back.
it's a shame. Like it's an absolute shame because they actually have more heritage. So a lot of the teams who claim to have heritage. Just say.
Mm, bro.
Oh, Paulo Di Canio. Oh, Paulo Di Canio. Yeah,
Yeah, like
he
somebody that
was.
knows the game. You see.
Yeah, he was the manager. No, that makes so
Now
much sense. There was
Southampton, they've
fight.
got
Yeah,
this.
there was so much fight with this team.
They've got Ruben, and now
Yeah,
Ruben
there
can't
was
do
so
much, bro. It's late for Southampton.
yeah, like it's shame. It's a shame, like it's a real shame.
I
No,
also like them,
they
bro. I don't want them to go. I
no.
like them.
So it was DeCanio. They got Bell, Kevin Bell, and it was this guy. Remember, uh, Gus Poyet,
Yeah,
the Watford guy. Was he at Watford?
yeah.
Yeah, he was at Watford. No, he was. Where was he? I remember him at a distinct team. But yeah, he was. You. I bet he was at Sunderland. I remember him. I haven't seen him in years. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, Gus Poyet. Yeah, he actually saved them. But DiCanio, yeah, he was just there. Then they sacked him. I
Yeah,
remember.
dude.
Yeah.
Southampton.
Southampton, like talking about relegation, bro. It's not even fun, fam. And like we haven't even got to um Palace because Palace since Roy Hodgson came back, it's just wow.
I don't
I
know.
thought
I don't
after
know what
seeing
Hodgins is saying to those boys or what he did. He just put confidence back into their bones. You can see that.
right, like, and they just play hoofball, like,
Yeah, dude, they're not doing anything special. They're just doing. They're
they're
drubbing you
just
how
hoofing
Palace is
it.
supposed to be drubbing you. That's how
Yeah,
Palace gets you.
yo, thank
That's
goodness we gave them
simple.
it's
I think he
mad.
just went back to basics, bruh, because the previous manager Vieira was dope. He was tactical, but Palace, they're not like a tactical team, bro. You have to, with the players they have, you have to just throw it in there,
Mm,
and take your shots. Like as they scored from outside of the box. So I'm sure it's like a shoot on sight kind of policy
right, right.
with Hodgins. Like he's very direct, bro.
No, he's very direct and like he's one of like the guys. Like he's been around in the game for years. His experience is impeccable.
I remember he also like when United was that I think it was the COVID season
Mm.
when that was our first game Palace at home and they beat us 3-1. Dude, they
No,
were
we've
hitting
lost.
us
We've also, yeah, we've lost to
direct,
Everton.
di-
Yeah, we've lost to
direct
Everton.
attacks, counter attacks, quick play. That's how he plays.
Yeah, so it was until this season Arsenal did not win a game against Crystal Palace since Wenger left. That's how much Palace were a bit of a menace for the top teams. And
It
I
was
think
a
they did
thorn in, especially Arsenal on your side, in Benteke every season.
then take every year.
Just
every
netting your bro, net, nothing but net.
Yeah, like I think Palace is safe. Hutchins just has to get them through this relegation fight. He will, and he will. We'll see what happens if they
Yeah,
keep
but
him. They keep him.
it's starting to look more like a mid-table fight now. He's won 3 games on the spin, so it's looking good for them.
Ish, and they're just gonna just keep winning the games now. So Palace, we don't really need to say much. We know
Until
we
until they
expect.
get like a hard team. I wanna see when they get because they haven't played like you know teams that's not in the relegation zone yet.
No, they played Arsenal. Lelele.
But they got battered. You know what I mean? When they won,
Exactly.
they won
No, but
against
like
Leeds. They won against Southampton.
Southampton,
It's relegation teams they beating.
they're gonna like they
Who
play
else did they
Everton.
beat?
They're gonna play Everton. So the next games is
You see,
Everton, Wolves,
they're gonna beat
West Ham,
them.
Tottenham, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Forest. The only teams I see that are big teams, but these are not easy games. None of these games are
Yeah,
easy, especially the relegation fight matches, which is Everton, Wolves, West Ham,
but I think they'll
Bournemouth.
beat Tottenham. Tottenham, we need to get
Oh,
there now.
we'll get there. We'll, we'll get there. But no, shout out to Roy. Roy has brought the boys back from a
Roy is the
slump.
boy, but he's an old man.
Yo, he's old. He's so old. But
Yeah, he's like
his
75
experience,
years old, bruh.
no, but his experience is nothing short of
That's
impeccable.
what's helping them right now.
Exactly, like his experience is nothing short of impeccable. Right.
So
Now we are
we
moving on to we'll move on to Fulham. Let me just go over that one quickly. Fulham, Everton lost. Yeah, Deitch got Deitched.
at home at the fortress at
Apparently,
the
apparently.
so-called for quote unquote wait quote unquote fortress.
Yeah, it's shame. Like I'm not gonna lie, I think they, I think a lot of people, even me, I had Sean Dyche to do something incredible, turn it around, and even take them far
This is
clear.
not Burnley. This is
Yeah,
not
this is not
Burnley.
Burnley. This
This
is
is Everton,
Everton.
bro. This is the Lampard and the who else was the manager? Benitez. This is the aftermath
I actually
of
don't blame
all
him.
those
Man.
things.
It was Lampard. I blame this season's Lampard's fault. How Chelsea got him, it's another story. But
No,
Everton is
Chelsea is just desperate,
unpoised.
bro.
No,
They're
Everton
just desperate.
they got Coleman and what's this guy? The coach of Fulham, Silva,
You,
and yeah,
yeah,
I see.
I'm sure
Hasn't
that's
been
why he
good.
went to go drop them. It's like you guys sacked me. I'm coming with Fulham and I'm gonna beat you.
He did, and he did.
You got
Um,
dropped by Harry Wilson and then Dan James. I don't know these. I know Dan James, but who's Harry Wilson?
I saw
Who are these
Reed,
guys?
bro. I saw Reed. Reed is like a
Reed as well, bro. Like these weird ass players. This this short by the shortest guys on the pitch. Everton is supposed to be a physical team, and they're getting destroyed by all the mini me's in
yeah. These guys are
in
short.
the
They're actually one of the shortest teams in the league because they have players like
yeah. Like
Pereira,
only Mitrovic
Dan
is big
James.
there.
Exactly. Mitrovic is the only big guy. All these guys are tiny. So,
Willian
not
is
all of
also quite tiny.
yo, like I was just like, yo, these guys are kind of, but they play. These guys play. If you're not careful, Fulham can get at you.
Yeah,
But
Fulham is that team that if you underestimate it, it hits you. But if you play your game, you beat them easily.
mm, they played Ghana. My boy. That's
Dude, I
shame.
think like Iwobi, I feel for these guys, bruh. Like
Just a
the
gay.
signings, yeah, dude, the signings
These
Everton
guys
made.
are. I don't
If
feel sorry for them.
what McNeil is there and all these weird guys, bro.
Damari ish, but Damari, like, I don't know. What do you think of Damari?
Tamari is not been the same since he left Leicester.
But
He's
was he
not
ever
been
that?
that guy.
But has he ever been that good though? He had moments.
He was average, bro, but he scored brilliant goals against all of us.
That's true.
All of us.
No,
I
yeah,
remember
I
Old Trafford.
agree.
At Old
Yeah.
Trafford, bam, long ranger. Against you guys last season, the winner, bam, long ranger. Against
Oh,
City,
that
remember we
was
watched that City
painful.
game. We
That was
watched
so
that City
sad.
game together. Remember when City at home drew 1-1 to Everton, and then Tamari Gray scored that goal where he just
Yeah.
cut in and top corner. Edison just looked at it go in. Dude, like this guy, I don't know. It's like he just wants to drop the big teams
That's all he
for
does.
some reason, but he's
Yeah, like he
but
just
he's an
gets the big teams.
average. He's an
Yeah.
average Joe.
But I don't know how Fulham are making it work with Willian, bro. Pereira, bro.
William.
But they no,
Nah,
but they
Pereira.
signing, but no, but they signing of the season is Palinia. That guy,
Yeah, without him, there's no spine. It's like us
yeah,
with Casemiro.
yeah, like when they didn't have him, it was a different game. The first game they had him, yo, that guy's a monster. That guy's an absolute beast. He reminds me a little bit of Torreira, a little bit. So
Mm, but he's brutal with his tackling, that guy.
exactly, like he's way more brutal. Like Torreira, there was a bit of a techie side to it. Like he was very tactical with his tackles. But this guy is brute force, like your boy Lisandro.
Martinez, yeah, dude, it doesn't
Yeah,
take
like yeah,
no prisoners,
exactly. So I don't know.
no
Maybe not.
mercy.
No Messi. I think he got Pepe, the defender, his book. I think
Oh,
he
no,
read.
no, Pepe. That was the genuine butcher. That guy,
Yeah, like he
that
looked.
guy wouldn't get on his bad side.
Do you wanna? I
Yo,
wouldn't fight him. I don't want to fight Pepe. That's a guy I don't want to fight. But
Pepe, it
yeah,
won't be a fight, bro. He'll just headbutt you and then you'll pass out. It won't be a fight. That head of his is made of steel. I don't
I
know.
don't know what it's made of, bro. Like yes, but yeah, Paulinia has been incredible. Standout. Pereira also has been standout. William since he came back. The fact that
So
Jan
the
James,
result was 3-1, eh?
yeah, 3-1. And yeah, that was a drubbing fun. So
At home.
at home of the Fortress
And it
Academy.
was just counter attack, goal, bang, bang, bang. And I think they were level at some point.
And then in the second half, that's when Fulham finished them off.
They just collapsed.
There, yeah, absolute collapse, absolute capitulation. But yeah, Fulham 3, Everton 1. Next game is Wolves. Lopetegui's doing bits for
Wolves, they
Wolves.
beat Brentford 2-0, nah?
Yeah, Brentford are, I think the season's
Shout
done.
out to Diego Costa for getting his first goal since 2017 in the Premier League.
And and he
He,
Wang,
wait.
he Chang Wang.
He's back.
he
He's
he Chang
back.
Wang. Wang.
Huang
Yeah,
scored.
Wang. Yeah, Wang's good. Wang's good.
Uh,
Yeah.
when last
He
did he
Chang
score a goal?
Yo, long. Long. I think this helps Wolves solidify their place. They just need to be consistent. They beat Liverpool last week. Not Liverpool. Who they beat
Mm.
last week? Because we had Liverpool last week. It's Chelsea. I think it's Chelsea. We're getting to them now. But yeah, Wolves simple 2-0 beating Brentford. Not really much to say. Um, absolute
Mm.
disappointment. Thought they were going to be in Europe, but maybe it's not this year. So Wolves, they're going to stay.
Dude, I don't know. Brentford since we had United beat them and then they lost again and then they lost again. It's like three losses on the spin, and they
Yeah,
were
they
just
had a
winning all the
decent
time.
run, and now it's fallen apart. Absolute collapse. So yeah, it's an absolute shame. Brentford had so much. They have so much potential, but like, do you think you would buy? Because I think they go on that Moneyball system, right? So they buy players based on statistics or whatever, right? But would you see any of the players of value? Would you want to buy any of them? Sorry, any of their players?
Who Wolves
Brentford,
selling?
like buying if you because they, I think them their goal primarily is to add value to the players they have, and then sell them on, and then rebuild and based with statistics. You see, like Tony, they got him for peanuts.
The funny
They got
thing
him.
is, I think Brentford is like it's like a team that doesn't have a plan, bruh. It's just going with the motions right now.
Mm,
I don't see like what is their target? Is Europe their target or mid-table or they just want to stay in the league or I don't know. The coach doesn't even
I,
make it clear himself.
I guess like considering the position they're in, not to say they don't have money. Like these teams have money, but like compared to like the traditional top six, there is no comparison. There is nothing. They
Mm,
don't compare to like Tottenham. I think they're richer than both of our clubs. They can spend more than us right now. Just it's a slight edge, but they're richer than our
mm.
clubs. So because you guys also getting sold, that's going to change. That's gonna change. But
Qatar.
oh, England.
Money, 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 money.
But yeah, like Brentford are a team that they have to rely on smart signings. You see, so let's just see
Mm,
what happens. To be honest, I just want to see what happens with them. Probably just for them just to stay in the Premier League is big for them.
yeah, that's why I'm
They
like,
get
I don't know that. What's their target? What's their
if
plan?
they
I
get
just
a
see them.
trophy or get into Europe, it's kind of a bonus. But if they get into Europe, then they'll be that European money and being
The
there consistently.
trophy part, I
Yeah,
don't see the trophy part happening. But
you'll be
Europe,
surprised. Just keep the watch the space. I wouldn't be surprised they win a trophy like in the next 3 years.
dude, I don't.
Like a
Maybe
Carabao, not like FA Cup, not like just relax, like not like a big. If they win the FA Cup, that's fantastic for them. But
no, they.
yeah,
I don't see them winning any trophies, bruh.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll be shocked if they do.
I
Like even
wouldn't be.
Carabao, like Newcastle's got more of a chance. Um,
Newcastle is a
Brighton have
different.
more of a chance.
It's a different spectrum.
Uh,
Brighton have been
Fulham
great.
have more of a chance.
Sorry,
Not to be rude or anything, but
not to be rude, Jay, but
that's
like Brighton, yeah. Newcastle, that's gonna happen sooner rather than later. It's gonna happen. Like the time they're gonna win a trophy might be next season, like 2 years from now. Might be. It's very close to Newcastle. Fulham, maybe this season. Let's see season. Let's see they don't suffer second season syndrome. So
mm,
um, moving on. Now we're gonna get to the first big game.
the first one. Which one?
Brighton versus Chelsea. Chelsea were at home. Chelsea won.
Dude,
Brighton
right
two.
into
Now
and not
this is
just
a
two. That
game.
was too emphatic. Like the second goal, contender for goal of the season.
Right?
Contender, contender. Like at the bridge,
Contender.
bro. That is a disgrace. That is a
It's
disgrace.
absolute.
I've been there where we've been outplayed by Brighton, but not like that, bro. Like they could have scored 6, 7 goals in the first half.
Exactly. Exactly. And this match just shows how far Brighton have come.
The
Brighton, it's
scoreline
probably
flattered Chelsea. It flattered them, really. 2-1 is not, it should have been way more than two.
should have been five.
Way
This
more.
match
The
should have been
chances,
five.
chance after
No,
chance after
because
chance after
they
chance.
lost Ferguson. They lost Ferguson. And
And Veltman.
yeah. No, but Veltman, they're all right about
We don't rate him.
no, he's okay. They can do better.
Yeah.
Like they'll find
Yeah, yeah.
someone. Like
He can do
I
better.
don't know,
He can go to Everton as well.
like I don't know where Brighton find these people. Like I said,
I also don't know and make it work,
like
bruh.
Alistair, this the kid who scored this weekend. Where do you find these people? Because
Bro,
it's
Caicedo was doing.
absolutely
Oh,
incredible. Like we can't find it. If we even try to find these players, they'll say 50 million. They would do
yeah.
that.
60,
Brighton are
70.
having this Mitomo, guys. Oh my goodness.
Yo,
Look,
that guy's good. Nah, that guy's
he's
good.
so bro. I would have him at like if Martinelli ain't serious, bro. Get Mitomo, bro. Eh,
Yeah,
Sancho
because.
is
But
messing
the only
around there,
thing was.
bro. Get
Yeah,
Mitomo.
Sancho. But Sancho is getting there slowly, bruh. Like people don't see it. I saw it yesterday. It's starting. It's slow progress, but it's still progress.
Let's get to the topic at hand. But like Brighton,
Oh yeah.
bro. Oh my word. And like I want to see how they do in Europe because they have a manager who has that experience. Deserby has European experience. Man knows how to deal with it in Europe. He plays the sexiest football in the league. It's the sexiest. Everyone talks about Arsenal. No, Brighton have the sexiest football. Man,
Even Pep said that Brighton play the best, especially from out the back. They play the
oh,
best football.
they're so calm. They know where the ball is going. It's like,
But the thing is with that, nah, like that's where some of the like those stupid goals that they're conceding, like that's
mm,
kind of also the Achilles heel because you be overconfident, you play the wrong pass,
yeah,
bam, you get it. That's where Brighton is like that's the Achilles heel,
mm,
so to speak.
yo, Brighton, it's a worthy member of the top six. Worthy. Like, I can't, like, people are saying, like, oh no, Tottenham, dude, these guys are going to replace Tottenham.
It's
Without
funny that
fail,
Tottenham beat them though. How did Tottenham beat Brighton, bruh?
Tottenham is a funny team. Let's just leave it at that.
Dude, I know Tottenham is so unpredictable at times.
Then they just bother
You
me.
don't
Like,
know.
they just annoy me. They just annoy me. Like, what do you want?
It's like a
Like,
fly or fly and a mosquito in your room. You don't know which one to attack. That's how I
uh,
see Spurs. They're just a fly, bro.
or mosquito, because sometimes they bite.
Yeah, but when they bite, they don't. Come on, they'll
Yeah,
suck your
but they don't
blood
bite
for a
you a lot.
moment.
Yeah, but then they bite you a
Anything.
lot sometimes.
Yeah, like it's that. Sometimes it's that mosquito that you just can't find it, but it always gets you.
Nah, that's it. But like, Tottenham are that team though. But I will get to them. But Chelsea, yo.
Chelsea, dude, it's a cesspool. The season needs to end now
ASAP.
because now it's just becoming embarrassing. Every game you're losing, you spend 600 million on players. You bought in three managers in one season. You fired Tuchel for no reason. You fired Potter. I understand the reason, but still for no reason. You brought back Lampard, who just got sacked by Everton, and you just sacked him like 2, 3 seasons ago. It's just bad. It's the owners, bro, from the top. Those Americans, Todd Bowley, all them, they don't know anything about football. And the funny thing is, when the Champions League came up, like the Real Madrid draw, Bowley was like, we'll beat them 3-0. Who's Real Madrid? Has he not been watching football for the last 10 years or 20 years, watching Real Madrid live the Champions League almost every season?
Or is it their 14th time?
But if they win now, it's 15. That's world domination, bro. Nobody's even close to that number. Like there's some of them have got 6 and stuff, but they'll never get there to 14 because it's Liverpool, it's AC Milan, it's teams like that. They're gonna have to like do serious rebuilds to and get serious managers to get to that Real Madrid level. I don't see anybody getting there, bro. Nobody.
It's gonna it's gonna take a village, yo. You have to like keep taking down Madrid out every season for like the next few years, and then we have one other team winning the Champions League. But that doesn't happen with the Champions League.
Mm.
I think with Chelsea, it's a wait and see for me because the man's just came, right? It's an absolute disgrace this season.
It's
It's
embarrassing, bro.
it's so
It's
disgraceful.
it's
It
shambles.
shambles. And the other thing I want to let's be fair, the man did not know anything about football. He calls it soccer. This one.
Oh yeah, soccer. It's zero
Soccer.
zero. It's not nil nil. It's not nil nil. It's 0-0.
But in America they don't do draws, so there's no playoffs and no playoff like they do the playoff. It's just they have like rounds. I don't know, like it's just weird stuff Americans do. But like
Mm.
yeah, they call it soccer. We call it soccer, bro. Like, it's absolutely
We call
ridiculous.
it, but in our hearts we know it's football.
Oh yeah, we know. We know. It's just
Premier League football.
Premier League, not Premier League soccer.
Soccer.
Soccer. But like
Socrates.
soccer. But like no, I just Bowley is just a funny guy. Yeah? The funniest owner I've ever seen in my life.
It's clueless, bro. Since Abramovich left, Chelsea have not been the same, bro. He just threw a bunch of money at a bunch of players that we don't know. Who are these
Abramovich
guys?
knew what he was doing. I think because
Yeah,
you know the businessman, he got he delegated, which is a very good way of running a business. You get the people who are qualified to do certain things of the business. And the first mistake Todd Bowley did was sack everyone. That was his first mistake. From top to
yeah,
bottom. He sacked Tuchel, he sacked uh, Marina, he sacked Czech, he sacked all the staff members. Changed the whole board. And I'm thinking, all right, this might go great or wrong. It always goes wrong because you can't just change everything and hope for the best. You can't. You need to do it slowly, like phase them out slowly. This season you could have just kept everyone, but as the season went on, you're bringing in your new people slowly. Next season, Czech and Marina leave. It's a new season. You have a new director. You have a new chairman. You have a new whatever's at the new season. You could have kept Tuchel. Could have kept his staff. I thought he signed those players, most of them, in the summer for Tuchel. But he sacked Tuchel.
mm,
And then he brings Potter. And you know what was sad about Potter? Like, the man's was like, at Brighton, he was like this homeless guy. He looked, not homeless, but like he looked shaggy and really looked like, you can see the money he was making just by his appearance. Yeah, this
yeah.
guy went to Chelsea, got suits, did fades,
Oh
did
yeah, like he just stepped into something that is not.
yeah, something that's not his correct shame. I actually feel for him. I hope he gets a job very soon. But yeah, he just changed his whole character, his whole personality, even the way like he was trying to play Brighton football with Chelsea.
With Chelsea and with three at the back, hey, that did not work, bro. That was a
With the defenders they have. Oh my word. I get
with
why no one
the
wants,
40
but
year
like
old Thiago Silva,
relying on a 40-year-old man, bro.
30. Koulibaly is like 34, right?
Like 30,
Um,
I think. It's like 32, I think.
who else? Fofana injury prone. James injury prone.
And
Cucurella is not a centre back.
he's not, he's a wing back.
He's a wing back and he's playing centre back. That's why I don't know what's going on there by Chelsea, bro.
Anyway, Sterling
But
at left back.
dude, anybody who got that Chelsea job with that team, with all the amount of players, you don't even like they give you a headache. I'm sure on the training pitch, players come to the manager, be like, coach, please put me in. How many players do Chelsea have? Like, how big
30.
is their squad,
It's like 30
bro?
something. It's like it's
And then you've
absolutely
got
crazy.
Aubameyang there. I'm sure Aubameyang is starting gossips and rumors. Like he's got bad apples there.
I know, but he's quiet. I haven't heard anything.
I know he's quiet, but do you think that guy Aubameyang they bought him in? He's not playing. You think he's not like knowing him from Arsenal? He's got a big ego. That guy. You
No, he
think?
can talk. He talks nonsense. And like But I get the ego. I get the ego because he's a good player. He's a good player. Like it's not like he's like Mope. He's not Mope.
No, it's not that trash.
Like Mope is arrogant, but he's absolute garbage. Hate that guy. But I don't get why he's arrogant. I really don't. Like as someone who's supposed to be in the you should be privileged. But Aubameyang has been in the top leagues. He's an international player. You see, so it makes sense for him to have that ego, right? But since he has arrived at Chelsea, yes,
There's been nothing. I think he
I
scored maybe
know.
3 goals, maybe 1 or 2 assists, and then they took him out of the team.
It's an absolute
They've got
sad because
they've got Mudrik, they've got Pulisic, they've got Ziyech, they've got Kante, they've got Enzo, they've got Kovacic. The list goes on, bro.
they have
Mount,
two
I feel
they
bad
have
for
two
Mount
they
needs
have
to
two
leave.
Fofanas. You know they have two Fofanas, right?
Yeah, a striker and a defender. I don't know that striker Fofana, and there's a guy that's called Muduku or something like that. Who are these guys,
Oh,
bro?
Noni.
Who
Noni
is
is Noni is dope. No. Noni is dope. Noni is actually very good. Same with Mudrik. They have high potential. Enzo, high
Bruh, they've
potential.
got Sterling. Why did you bring in Sterling into this nonsense? Shame. You go from winning leagues to being a mid-table team. But I did not. I'm sure if Sterling could rip up his contract, he'd put it on fire.
No, you won't.
There's
Because he's getting
okay,
racks.
probably not because of the money, obviously the
He's getting
money, but I mean,
racks.
he's
He's
getting
getting
racks,
too
but
much
his
money.
career, does he even get picked for England anymore? I don't think so. Rashford is on form. Saka is on form.
Like Foden's ahead of
Like
Sterling.
Madison is ahead of Sterling.
With Callum Williams is ahead of Sterling.
Tony,
Imagine.
Ivan Tony.
And they didn't even pick Tony. That's the worst part. They
You see,
didn't
the
even
thing is, this Chelsea chat, it can go on forever and ever. But
like I
losing
just
at
don't
home 2-1 to
understand.
Brighton,
I
it's
just don't
unacceptable. It's
understand.
unacceptable.
I don't understand how it got to this point. Like we can talk about every decision they
Bruh,
made, but I
every
blame
game they
both.
lose. Every game it's a L, it's a L, it's a L, it's a L. I'm sure even being a Chelsea fan, it's quite depressing. You don't even watch football
It
anymore
is
because
like
you know what the result's gonna be.
I can't even fathom how Bowley must be feeling because he feels like an idiot because he was like, I got this. I'll just do it myself. Like the American I am. Just it's not how it works in Europe. You need connections, you need references, you need people you know who know the game.
You
Like
you need a clue.
you need an idea. Like I think, when they sacked Czech, I was like, you are literally sacking the only person who understands what it means to be at Chelsea. Because he's
Yeah,
won everything with Chelsea.
he injured his head at Chelsea.
He
he,
broke
he
his
put
head
his
for the
body on the line. That's what I mean
he broke his head
for
for that
for
football.
that club.
And they just sack him
And
like he
this
was
is
a
how they repay him.
just go to drumming, buddy. You got your monies, bro. You're retired, you work good. But nah, Chelsea, we've
Uh,
gone ever. We could do a whole video on it, but like, yes, it's so sad. Like, and
the
you know what's
thing
the
is,
funny part?
so many players. Nah, bro, I don't get it.
It's it's
If
it's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
dude,
I'm
like
even
our
honestly,
managers with that squad
dude.
of Chelsea's, our managers would do miracles, bro. You'll see Pulisic playing false nine. You'll see funny things, but it will work. It will
Exactly,
work.
exactly. Because to be honest, bro, to be honest, that situation at Chelsea, it will change. It will change.
It'll get better. It has to.
Before no, it has to get worse before it gets a little bit better.
But this, I think this is the worst of the worst, bruh.
It's not over. It's not over. It's far, far from over.
Like, there's no confidence in the team. There's no cohesion in the team. There's no, there's ability. I'll give them that, but they don't produce. Like, they don't make me like when I watch Chelsea. I don't think they're gonna score. Sometimes I don't think they're gonna like even test the goalkeeper the way they play.
Mm-mm.
It's not like they're creating chance after chance and they're just unlucky. They're just missing. There's no chances.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. How can you be a professional footballer and you telling me you can't get close to the net? You guys can't work as a team to play a proper game. Like when I watch Chelsea, it frustrates me so much because I see them from the back give Enzo the ball. Enzo just hoofs it and hopes that somebody's running, and then they lose the ball, and then they get frustrated. Every single game, the same plan. I don't understand. Why don't they change it? Like
It's
it's hard
it's
to
actually
watch,
depressing.
bro.
It's hard to
It's very
watch.
hard to watch.
It's depressing. Like even for me, like we've all been through those situations. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just think it's a bit overwhelming. Also, there was a lot of uncertainty at points of the season with Chelsea. So yeah, like they have to make a plan. They have to rebuild from scratch. It's gonna take a while before they get right to the top.
they have to go back to basics.
Back to basics. So right, we can go. We're just going through all the games this weekend, and then we'll just quickly
Yeah. Next up,
Tottenham and Bournemouth. Yeah, yo.
oh, like it's funny. It's funny because
Oh,
it's funny because in my mind, when I saw Tottenham took the lead, I'm like,
hold
Bournemouth,
on,
they're
hold
gonna
on.
beat them. And
Wait, wait, I can't. Whoa. Oh, okay, I'm okay. Oh,
you sharp,
I'm,
you back.
uh, mm, mm.
Eating. This is beautiful, bro. And
Ah,
now everybody can say Conte was right for doing what he did. It
Mourinho,
was a bit yeah, Mourinho was
Mourinho.
right, but the Conte one, that interview, dude, they can't blame the man, bro. Like what he sees week in, week out, it doesn't help. You've got Kane and Son and all these guys, but you can't beat a team like Bournemouth and Southampton, and you're going for the top four, by the way, at home. You're losing to Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth. They gave you guys Arsenal a hard game, but you guys came back and you won because you guys are better than them. Tottenham thought the Arsenal and
Try not to laugh,
showed
please.
them. Bournemouth showed them that guys, you're not as good as Arsenal. You're not as good as Man City. You're not as good as United. You're not as good as even Liverpool. Liverpool, I know they lost to Bournemouth, but not by 3 goals. There's no way, bruh. Not at home. I think Liverpool dropped them 9-0 as well.
Yeah,
So how is Tottenham letting Bournemouth beat them 3-2 in the last minute? That one is more painful. In the 95th minute, letting them score the winner after they just equalized. Denjuma. But I don't think that Juma goal was legit, bruh. Yeah, because Kane was in the
Yes, yes,
keeper's
that's great
line of
that
sight.
you. Yeah, that was very interesting because of Kane, right?
Kane was in the keeper's like he was offside and
He
the
was in the
keeper had
way.
to like yeah.
Yeah, he
So
was in
when
the
then
way.
Juma took the shot, he was just like, oh shit, it's in.
He
What
couldn't
can we
see,
do?
right? So,
Yeah.
but they gave it.
Yeah, they
They
gave it
are.
VAR, dude. VAR is the most inconsistent this season. Dude. Like, I won't even rely on VAR because they cheat us, bro, with penalties and red cards and all that. So when it goes to VAR, I don't even do this anymore. I usually cross my fingers when it's VAR, but now I'm
I'm
like,
over it.
dude.
Like, I don't care. Like, you can make your decisions. You can do whatever. Like, I don't. I'm not.
Even even remember that game against Brentford? That goal was offside, bruh. That Brentford scored. You
It
know that, nah?
was. It was.
And the excuse was, oh sorry, we didn't draw the lines.
What do you mean you're not drawing the lines? I don't. I don't understand. I don't
So you're
understand.
costing a team that's at the top 2 points, and you guys could use those points. You know,
Now,
every point,
now,
every single, every single point, bro. If you're going for a title or if you're in a relegation fight, it counts.
yeah. But I
So yeah, but
shout out to
let's not get
no, but
into
shout out.
VAR. We were talking about Tottenham here.
I know, but that goal was funny. That Dan Juma goal. I don't think it should have been 3-1. Yeah?
They
But
should have chalked. Yeah, they should have chalked it off, bruh.
I'm not gonna lie. This is why I like the Premier League. Moments like what Bournemouth did this weekend. With considering the position, considering the situation, considering everything they are going through. They're in a relegation fight. They're trying to survive in the league. They're going away against Tottenham, by the way. The
Mm.
odds were against them so much, and they turned up. So shout out to them. But that last minute goal from Bournemouth, I kid you, it was
Bro, but the
reminiscent.
way that was such a
It
dope
was
goal, bruh. Like the composure, dude. I did not expect that. Like
dude, I
he
was just
just
like,
gave it to
no.
Solanke gave him. The man just all he did was cut in and curled it. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
yeah, that
But
game
for
was.
Spurs' point of view, you know they played more games than United and Newcastle. And they claim that they want to be in the top four. They fire Conte for no reason, for speaking his mind, speaking the truth. And then they put this guy Scolini in charge, and there's no difference. It's even worse by the looks of it. Because I don't think if Conte is in charge, I don't think they lose that game.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll draw it, but I think they would have won if Conte was there.
exactly. But I think the reason why he lost his head is because he knew they were gonna bottle it. Because it's not just the manager that's the issue with Tottenham. It was the players, the board, the lack of ambition from Tottenham. It's
Yeah,
the problem with Tottenham. It's Tottenham because they're
it's
Tottenham, right?
Tottenham. They their own worst
It's just
enemies.
they're their own worst enemies, and like that complacency they've notoriously known for is come to bite them again. So it's I think it was just desserts for them. I think Bournemouth were incredible. Watching that game was heart wrenching and intense
Mm.
because I thought it was late when Danjuma scored. So I was like, it's gonna be a draw.
I also thought so. I'm like, Tottenham are winning this game, bruh. And then they
All of
get
a
hit
sudden,
by Solanke, of all people.
Solanke is actually having a very good season. Hmm.
Liverpool reject, doing the most.
Hmm.
But
No, but
yeah, dude, it's like
Game was too late,
That
bro. Game was too late.
it was a result that made me smile because after Aston Villa beat Newcastle 3-0, Tottenham are losing. I'm checking our position. We were still fourth at that time. I'm like, okay, so if we beat Forest, we'll go third, 6 points clear with a game in hand over Spurs. Tottenham and Newcastle are playing each other next week, and I think Newcastle are gonna beat them.
Yeah,
So that might be curtains for Spurs in terms of Champions League qualification.
I don't think they
If
make
you
it
look
in
at
China.
Yeah, if you look at the running, it looks like Europa is calling for Harry Kane.
And that's if he stays with Tottenham.
I'm
That's
happy. You
only.
can tell. I'm happy. Like,
Ah,
how
bro,
can results go?
we all know where
Yeah,
Kane's going.
results.
We all know.
Yeah, of course. But like, I'm happy in terms of my team without even kicking a ball. Teams are doing us favors by losing, by not being serious.
Like Brighton can take over this league.
So
Literally,
yeah,
Brighton
like
win their two
this.
games, it's over. Done. It's finished.
Yeah. So now I can sleep a little bit easier knowing that Tottenham and Newcastle are doing a bottle job, and United are just we're not doing brilliant, but we're striding on. We're winning our games.
Mm. And that's very true.
So yeah, for Tottenham, dude,
Bottle
I don't see
jobs.
yeah, it's a
Bottle
bottle job.
jobs. Oh,
They
yeah. No other word.
even like if you look at it, bruh, like they are supposed to like if it's like a top four race, supposed to be in no order. Supposed to be Arsenal, Man City, United, and then Spurs, and then Newcastle. Newcastle not supposed to be above Spurs, as good as they've been.
No, but
Spurs are
it's
supposed
all the
to
money.
be
Shane.
better than Newcastle.
Like I wanted to believe that, that Newcastle, that Spurs are better than Newcastle, but that's not the reality. It's far from the reality.
It's not the
And
reality.
it
It's
took them
not,
a
but
season. Malcolm, it took them one season. They're already better than Spurs. One. Like Spurs have been in
but
this
everybody's
weird.
better than Spurs, bruh. The
No,
thing
but
is,
like
last
Spurs have been
year,
in this
remember when
weird.
Spurs finished fourth?
Yeah.
But Spurs finished fourth ahead of both our teams, like both ahead of Arsenal and Man United. You know how
Yeah,
pissed
but
off
we
I
were
was then.
horrible. But that's
Yeah, oh,
because
I
we were
know, I know,
horrible.
I know. But they still got the job done. That's what I'm saying. You
Right,
know.
right.
And now it looks like it's not gonna happen for them. And
No,
I
like
feel sorry for whoever takes the job next. I feel sorry for that guy
let's see what
because
happens.
he's gonna come into like it's gonna be like Chelsea. I have a feeling.
No, at least Chelsea, you can see they're trying to do something different. Spurs, it's the same nonsense every season. We're gonna make that fun. We're gonna make challenge for the league. We're gonna do this and this. We're better than
We're
Arsenal.
gonna
We're
win the
better
Carabao
than
Cup.
United. I
We're
just want
gonna.
you guys need to shush before, like me, when Arsenal going through, I couldn't say anything. These guys were yapping at the beginning of the season, basically saying we won the transfer window. You want a medal for that? You want a trophy for winning the transfer window?
Bro, it's like they
These
think
guys,
fourth place is equivalent to. They think fourth place equals trophy,
we made
which
that up. We made it up.
yeah, and it doesn't work like that, bro. You don't
Can
get
you
silverware for
believe it?
coming fourth. Nah. Guys, you don't
Can
get a
you believe
trophy
it?
for coming second or third or fourth. You have to come
About
first.
first. It's always about first. And they don't. It's like it's. Not, I'm not saying. I don't know Tottenham like that. But
Mm.
yo, guys, every single year,
No,
it's
every year the fans are in our ears. They like, even if they like beat us or something, we'll still win trophies. We'll still be better than them. You can beat us all you like. It does not have a significant impact on our season. It
Like,
does not
no,
matter,
we won more than them. Just because they finished above us, I
bruh.
say, we finished above
They
you,
were just
Joji.
good for a few seasons with Poch, and then they sacked him.
Yeah, and they
Since
were good.
then,
No, and
they
credit to them.
were.
They were very good.
They
But
were good.
now,
They were in a title race. Remember when Leicester won it? Title.
who finished second?
I know Arsenal finished second, but Spurs had hope.
Exactly. Why didn't that? Who finished second? I was like, yo, nah, bro. They were
But
like a
if
challenge
there's any
years.
if there's any Tottenham fans watching us now, it's not that we
I
hate your
man,
team or anything.
we
It's
just
we don't
won,
hate
man.
your team. We're just telling the truth. Like you guys lost to Bournemouth, you have to feel ashamed about that. Sorry.
No, no,
At home,
guys,
by the way.
guys, you know what, man? If you are out there, and this is just a message from Arsenal fan, man. Guys, just know when to talk. Don't talk at the beginning of the season. Me, I kept that option. I said top four. We're in a title challenge. Am I shocked? Yes. I'm still kind of freaks me out that Arsenal are first. But y'all were talking about title challenges, winning the transfer window, being above Arsenal, being better than United. You didn't even see Newcastle.
Richarlison, player of the season.
And this, and let me wrap it up, guys. Yo, yeah. I Tottenham guys, you make me laugh. Yo, guys are very funny people. No, guys, you crack me up every time. Why do you do this to yourselves? Ah,
There was a
why?
moment in that game where I think Richarlison scored. It was offside now. You know what the commentator said? He's like, Richarlison, he scored his first Premier League. Oh no, it's offside. And still the wait goes on for his first Premier League
yo,
goal of the
yo,
season.
oh my goodness, I could not. Yo, I laughed. I said, bruh, and he's still not gonna score. They bought him for 60 million, didn't they? Yo, Everton, bro. You
Yeah,
guys,
uh,
it's a shame.
but at least he went from a relegation fight to a Europa fight, you know?
Yeah, but you know,
So
when Harry Kane leaves, you know he's the guy, right?
it's late, bro, because as soon as that guy leaves, there's no more goals, bro.
It's late, man.
Like
It's
it's
over.
done. It's done. They're gonna Tottenham are gonna end up being like Everton and all these teams down there struggling just to unless they get like a good striker, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening, bro. Kane is the heart and soul of that team.
They
Without
rely on
them,
him.
they'd be lost.
They rely on him. They rely on Son. They rely on Hoiberg. They rely on Bentancur. They're players that they
Maybe I
rely.
guess, bro, like, the midfielders are so like even like Skip, you know, Skip is the only one who tries, but the rest of the midfield doesn't exist. Who else is there in Spurs?
Wings. He's not there.
Kulusevski. Wings. I forgot about Wings. Kulusevski wants to leave, but I can see he's not performing
He's still
anymore.
he's still on loan, and the reason why he wants to leave is because there's a clause in the loan deal that Tottenham, should they buy him, they need to be in the Champions League. That is not happening. He wants to go.
He wants to go back to Juve. This Juve is trying in the Europa League, you know.
They could be in the Champions League next year. Who knows? But
Who knows?
you know he's an Arsenal fan, right?
Who Kulusevski? But I don't think you'll sign him, bruh, because he's gonna warm the bench.
Yeah, but woman for Saka. Yeah,
Yeah, Seka, they need to bench Seka, bruh, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
we're gonna
Um,
get. We're over an hour and
next
30 minutes. Please like and subscribe to
next
the
game,
channel.
who would we want to talk about?
City and its demolition job. Guys.
Bruh, you know that game. After I saw it was 3-0, I stopped watching because I knew what was gonna happen. Either they were gonna destroy them further, or they were just gonna keep the ball the rest of the game and save players for Bayern. And then they took off Haaland, they took off all these guys, De Bruyne, all of them. And then Leicester got back in, they scored one goal, but it was over within what 20 minutes now.
Dude, it was done, bro. After halftime, it was
It
finished,
was done. Haaland
and then and they just
equaled
went
Salah's
cruise
record.
control. Yeah, they just went cruise control after the first half. They took
That's why I
everyone.
stopped watching, like, because it's so boring to watch City when they cruising. It's very boring, bro. I'd rather put a movie on
But
because
my
like
worry,
they
my
just
worry is City are going to be. I can't believe I'm saying this, man. But they're going to be one of the greatest Premier League sides, one of the greatest sides of Europe of all time. Going to be up there.
soon it's coming. It's been building up for years now.
I thought
They've
we
just
were going
been
to do
bottling
something.
it.
I thought we were going to do something. I was wrong.
Nah, dude, the thing is, now with Man City, they relentless, bruh. They
An
relentless. They won't
unstoppable
stop.
force.
They
No,
won't stop winning. Their standards are so high. Pep as well. Like you remember before I think it was before the World Cup or
yeah,
just that
uh,
that few games after the World Cup where City they lost to us, they lost to Spurs, they drew to
yeah,
Nottingham Forest. They
yeah,
were they were not firing on all cylinders, right? And then like the opportunity came. I don't know what happened. I think you guys lost to Everton or something,
yes, yes.
and then you drew to Bournemouth. That's when the switch flipped for City. They were like, okay, if we just keep winning, eventually we'll catch up. You see,
Mm.
and then like they just started destroying teams, bruh. Like they were beating teams 7-0 in the Champions League. They were beating Burnley 6-0 in the FA Cup, and that's when I saw, okay, now City are starting to be serious. Towards the end of the season, it's like they reserve their energy, and then at the end, that's when they start destroying. But we can't take away from what Arsenal's done this season, bro.
We'll get to them. No, no, we'll get to them. I'm gonna
Like,
rant. I'm gonna rant.
no, but it's basically we're here now because it's the title race. It's those two that's going until probably the last day.
You know what?
And City is
What frustrates me about City? Sorry, to cut you that much. It's just they're too good. They're so strong. It's like how? How
no,
can you
it's
be this good?
quality. It's quality. It's strength in depth. They've got a good coach. They've got backing by their
They've got
owners. They've got
everything.
every.
Welcome.
They've got all the resources that you could think about. It. They've got the best striker in the world right now.
That man,
They
he's not a
probably
man.
they probably got the
He's
best
not a
defense as well, the best midfield. From front to back, there's no weakness.
we were lying, like we
And
were lying to ourselves, saying things like, "Oh, Partey is the best DM in the league. Casemiro, the best DM in the league." I was watching. that game again. I've been watching Rodri when I get a chance to watch City games. When I see Rodri, I'm like, this man is so clutch.
No, I think Rodri is number
So
one. I think
yo,
Casemiro is number two, maybe. Like Casemiro is very good, but
debatable.
Rodri just.
I don't care for that title. But yo, Rodri guys. Mm-mm.
But Rodri, dude, like he's good and all that, but like there is a mistake in him.
Doesn't
It's
make a
like he's
mistake.
not. He actually does, bro. If you look at some of the games, like the Liverpool game, he could have got
No,
sent off, but the referee was like, "Nah, favoritism. I won't send him off."
but
Like
like
he's got
he's
that in
backed
his
up.
game where he
Backed
can.
up by a good defense. If you think about it, he's backed up by a good defense. Look at that back line.
Yeah,
Remember we were laughing at Arcade the
but
other day. I was like, bruh, I don't think it's a laughing matter anymore.
the thing is with City, yeah, they do have like their defense, like all of them are good, bruh. But there's this thing of the only way you can beat City is like even the way United did it. It's counter attack, bruh. And I fear for that. You guys are playing them in 9 days time now at the Etihad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
9 days. It's not 10 days anymore. So it's
We are
getting
not
closer and
playing
closer.
counter-attack football. We are not doing.
That's what.
I
That's my
know.
fear for you guys, bruh. That's my fear. You guys cannot go there and try and outpass City on their home ground. That is not gonna happen.
We'll get to Arsenal.
That's like let's be real, bro.
We'll get to Arsenal in
Let's
a
be
moment.
real.
But let's get to Leicester, guys. Leicester are getting relegated. Rogers ruined everything.
The
Rogers
thing is, the way City was playing, it didn't even look like Leicester was there.
from minute, not even 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes already.
Go, John
I was
Stones,
just like,
bam.
my brother went upstairs, came back down. It was 1-0. But he was just like, "What? They scored?" I'm like,
And
"Oh,
that
they're
was a
winning."
dope goal from Stones, bro. That was a volley.
Clutch, 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 clutch.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Oh.
And then who scored? Haaland scored the second goal and the third goal.
Mm-hmm.
He got a penalty, né?
Yeah, he did.
Also,
That foul was,
so the Bruyne is off penalty duty now. It's Haaland now.
yeah. Give Haaland all the goals until he breaks every record under the sun.
Okay, but the Bruyne doesn't mind being the assist guy.
Let him be the assist guy.
So how do you
Let
feel
him.
about Man City, bro? Getting closer and closer and closer to you guys on your
We are going.
heels,
Malcolm, Malcolm, we are
hot
losing that game.
heels.
We are losing that game. I don't like. It's hard for me to say it out loud, to even say it on this platform of YouTube. But losing to a West Ham, or we didn't lose, but it felt like a loss. Losing to
Like the
Everton,
Liverpool game.
drawing to Southampton, drawing to Liverpool. Now it's all coming back to me now. I'm just thinking, yo, if you had just won these games, you wouldn't have been
Even
in
that
this.
time when at Old Trafford, if you could take it all the way back when it was 1-1 and you guys made all those subs and then we hit you. Bam, bam, bam.
Those
Quickly.
games. I'm just looking back now. I'm just like, wow, we didn't take this seriously now.
Dude, and it's the away games for you guys. I've noticed it's at home. There's not been much leeway for teams. Like at the Emirates, you guys, it's a fortress now. The Emirates,
Yeah,
like you
of
guys
course.
have done
The only time we lost
well
to
at
City.
home,
It was the only time we lost to City.
bro. It's like I know I'm bringing my team into Old Trafford, bro. We didn't even lose the city there. It's a fortress now. We beat all the teams there. But that's what I'm
Ah,
saying. Most you guys, You guys beat besides City, you beat everybody at home, and it's the away games that it's messing up your season. The draws, the complacency, some stupid losses, maybe
Like, you know what's weird,
that's
right? The away games, like if you look at our draws, if you look at our draws, there's only it's the away game, another draw away game. Let's see.
and then at home to Newcastle. That should have been a win.
Should have won that game too. No, we have to go there now to St. James. You think we're
Yeah,
gonna win
but
that
I
one?
mean, you guys drew 0-0
You think we're gonna
at
win that
home
one?
to Newcastle.
Mm-mm. We are not. We are
I
not
don't,
beating
I don't
Newcastle.
know. I don't know. You must have some faith in your team, bro. What if you beat City?
I've been having faith this whole season. I'm tired now. Oh well, bro, this
And
is
they've
too
been
much.
producing for you guys the whole season, bro. So
No,
keep
no,
the
no, no,
faith.
no. They took us along a ride, bro. I'm tired now. I know after this weekend, I'm so tired.
Like it'll be sad, like if you guys like lose the title on the final day. That will be so sad. After all that work that you guys did to get to the position that you're in right now, it dude, I think the Arsenal fans will cry tears, bruh.
No, and
So
they should. They should cry
so it's
tears. You know
important
why?
to I'm sure even Ateta after that West Ham game, I think he is like, guys, you know what, nah, we can't afford another result like this. It's that was your last slip up. It has to be. You have to win if you want to win the league. You have to win every game from this point, from this moment onwards, including City. Even if you're naked, even if it's a own goal, even if it's a scrappy game, just don't lose to City, bro. Don't lose. Because it will be like, remember when Liverpool and Gerrard slipped, it will be very similar to that. When Liverpool was
No,
um
we've already slipped. We've already
I know you've
slipped.
slipped, but that's why I'm
Twice.
saying it's like that because City was also behind them. Liverpool were drawing, and then this is what City was doing to everybody. I can hear the sound as well. That's the sound of hidings, bro.
Bro,
So
like
if you get a hiding by City, it's over.
no, it doesn't
And you
matter.
guys need to beat Southampton. You need to focus on the next game
No, you know what? I'm not trying to be pessimistic just for the sake of pessimism. Right? Remember what I said.
because it's not over. You can't be pessimistic because it's not over.
But do you remember what I said at the beginning of the season? I said top four. I'm good. I'm not setting anything higher than that. We're now in a title race. Okay, let's see how far this goes. This is the furthest I could. This is the furthest because I knew at the back of my mind at some point City are going to get it right.
Mm.
You know, figure it out because we've never been in this position for like 19 years.
Yeah, like you only have two players or maybe three that's been in a title race in their lives and actually won it.
Who's the
And
third?
that's who's been. Isn't Party? Didn't he win with Atletico the league?
No,
He
he
didn't.
left. He left. Then they won it.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Okay, so it's just Zinchenko and so it's just Zinchenko and Jesus that's league experienced
Yeah, we
winners.
can say Jorginho because Jorginho, he won the Champions League how many times? So,
So yeah, that's what I mean. Three.
but not, Look, it doesn't matter. Like, I looked at like for like, squad for squad, manager for manager. City have all the checks. It's like if we win the league, we've broken the league. They say that's why it's like a Leicester. But the part that frustrates me about that statement is that it's not like Leicester.
Mm.
It's not like City have been horrible. That season, everyone was bad with Leicester. This season, if you check points, right, Arsenal have performed just as well as four of the City teams, barring the Centurions. Four of the City teams that have won the league, barring the Centurions. This is champions form. It's not a fluke.
Not a
So
fluke, but you
that
can't.
I
Oh,
knew at the back of my mind, Malcolm, that there was something lacking compared um, to City. Like City have it all. They have all the players. They have the defense, the midfield, the attack, the manager. They can adapt in different matches. They can adapt in different circumstances and situations. We have a
but
bunch of
they
kids.
can lose as well. They can lose
No,
City.
not to say they
Not
can't lose, but Malcolm, they win more than they lose.
through
I heard a crazy thing. They haven't lost. They have won the last 20 games in all comps.
20. It can't be, bruh.
In all
When did we
competition.
play them?
In
When did we
all
play them?
in all competition.
Nah, dude, that's too much.
I'm not sure. I heard something like that, but I was like, there is
It
no
can't be, bruh, because we played them not so long ago.
how many Champions League games have they played?
Not that many because it's knockout stages.
And then the league and the cups. Bear in mind the cups.
Cup games, they only played like FA Cup. I can say maybe they've got 4 wins
When
there
was the last time they
because
lost?
they lost to Spurs, bruh. That was the last, and then before that they lost to us. They lost to Spurs.
No, I'm saying the last time City lost a match.
It was against Spurs.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Harry Kane 1-0.
So I'm gonna count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, they haven't lost. Okay. They haven't lost in the last 20. 1, 2. Yeah. Their last game was Spurs. You're right. They lost to Spurs. That right there. But yeah, someone said that nonsense. I was like, there ain't no way. Maybe these commentators mixed stuff up. But
Bruh.
it's just it's kind of depressing to watch City being so good, bro. Because there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
No one's stopping this team winning the Champions League. Do you think Madrid are going to stop these guys?
I mean, they could. I don't know. I really don't know. But the thing is with Real Madrid, bruh, if Man City let Real Madrid score a goal, there's nothing. Real Madrid can if they manage to keep Madrid like quiet, not score, not do comebacks, then yeah. But dude, Real Madrid is good, bruh. I don't know
Not
in
to
the
say
Champions
Madrid
League for
are a
some
bad
reason.
team. No, not saying Madrid are a bad team, but I don't. I think that game will be amazing. But City are too strong. We thought Bayern Munich were going
The
to be
thing
strong.
is, remember last season with Real Madrid and City. City were gone, bro. Then Madrid just did this. They just
That was
flicked the
last.
switch. They can. Yeah,
That
but
was,
dude, like, what was the score? The score was what 6-5.
yeah, I know, I
Like
know. But
Madrid are
this
also
season,
relentless, bro.
but this season, City are relentless too, and they can wrap up a game now. They can
They
literally
can
score the
they
goals
can see a game out now.
and shut shop completely. That's what they did to Atleti last year. They were learning all these
Mm.
things last year to this point now.
Yeah, but
It's
dude, City
so
is
scary, bro.
was supposed to be winning this Champions League now. How many times? 7, 8 years now. They were supposed to at least have three by now
I don't
or
know about
four.
that. But I don't know about
They
that.
bought, they were in one day in a final against Chelsea
Once.
and they lost.
Yeah, once. I can't
One
name
day in
the
a semi-final against Lyon
again, that's still the
and they
same.
lost.
It's different
Was it
because
quarters?
those quarters, semis, it's like they were progressing and then they never really got there. Then they got to the final. They lost to Chelsea
The thing
1-0.
is, Pep doesn't take
So
these games seriously for some reason. He doesn't take it
no,
serious.
now he's serious.
But the thing is, you know what the funny thing is now with Champions League? Sometimes it's not the best team that wins. It's the smartest team. Like,
Perhaps.
bruh, look at some of like the people that have taken the Champions League over the years, bruh. Like the weak teams, bruh. Like who's won the Champions League? Dortmund haven't won it, nah, but they've got
No,
to
they
the
have.
final before.
No, but back in the day, that was a long time ago.
In the no, I'm talking like recent times, bruh. Like
They got
teams
to the
go to
final.
the final that you don't expect, bruh. Like Napoli could go to a final this year, and I'm not saying they're
Chelsea.
weak or
No,
anything.
I say Chelsea. The reason why I say Chelsea is because in Europe, compared to your Madrids,
Yeah, they
your
weak. They weak. They're
they're
quite
not
weak.
they're quite weak, bro.
And remember that game against Bayern and Villarreal, and then Villarreal took them out by playing smart. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that City is gonna go out like that. I'm just saying that you have to be. You can't underestimate anybody in the Champions League.
no, you can't. And I just pray like there's a miracle because I don't want to see City winning this treble, guys. We won't win.
Treble, dude, we are backing Sheffield United to do something for us in
No,
the FA
not
Cup.
even treble. It's y'all. It's gonna come to you guys. You guys have to
I
do it.
no, it might not
You.
be us. It might be Brighton, bruh.
No, it's you guys. Brighton ain't doing it. It's y'all. Y'all have to do
Brighton. What if Brighton beat us, bruh, and then it's Brighton City final? Then it's the la
it.
la.
It's rubbing. That one, City are gonna destroy Brighton. I'd be amazed if Brighton win the FA Cup this season. But yo, I don't see
Nah,
it. If it's y'all, it's different. It's a bit heated.
because it's a derby.
It's like they don't do really well with those.
Just put Roberto as a centre back and hope for the best.
It's a nice way. It's a nice way to transition. But all I can say, Arsenal are messing up. City are not stopping, bro.
Dude, let's see. There's how many games? There's still like 7 games left, right? In the season.
For us,
The
for
thing
City,
is,
it's another number.
yeah, so it's like 8. But I'm saying this now, bro. Like this West Ham game, nah. It doesn't make any sense to me. I watched that game, bro. When I saw 2-0 in 10 minutes, I also thought of switching off. But I'm like, no, let me keep watching. Let's see how serious Arsenal is. Let's see
I
if they're
was
gonna
gone.
destroy
I
West
saw
Ham.
10 minutes 2-0. I was like, I'm out of here. Arsenal winning this. And then it's
Even the
2-1.
even the
I'm
commentators
like,
like, bro, it's Gabriel that penalty. Oh, bro, that was sus. That was sus. So how can you tackle like that? Even Maguire doesn't do things like that.
no, but
Maguire will tackle you, but not in
I
the
think
box.
I think he panicked. You know why he panicked? Because of what Party did. No one, everyone's on Gabriel, but no one is talking about what Party did. Party Absolutely. There's no defender on this earth that would have not done that would have done something different. It was so unexpected what Partey did. It's like he switched off completely.
Thing is, party they weren't putting pressure on him until that
That's
moment.
that's my point. That's my point. There was no pressure. He just switched off. I was just like,
And then when the pressure came, he's like, "Oh shit!" Rice takes the ball, passes it to Paqueta, and then Gabriel slides in, and then he does this, puts his hands up
because
like
he
he didn't
panicked.
slide.
He panicked. I don't blame him. He panicked. It's like, yo, he could have been like it. If it was David Luiz or Socrates or Mustafi, they would have been sent off because they would have done some weird nyak. Would have done some weird nonsense because yo, mm,
And then the Ben Rama scores the penalty, and then the crowd's mood. It's like just like Enfield, the crowd's mood just got lifted. They're like, "Ish, we can get something out of this game." And you know what the commentator said when it was 2-0 to Arsenal? He's like, "Oh, okay, Arsenal are cruising right now, but it doesn't look like West Ham have got that comeback in them that Liverpool has." It was funny when he said that. I'm like, "Hey, bro, don't count West Ham out like that, bruh." And then when they scored the penalty, second half, I thought you guys were gonna come out and kill the game, put a third goal in, finish it, you know. And then the penalty happened,
yeah, Saka's
and
penalty.
then Saka missed it. And then 2 minutes later, long ball, Bowen scores. That's when I was like, guys, you cannot draw this game. And then afterwards, when Ateta made all the subs, you guys like it. They weren't like you guys were not pushing for the win. It didn't look like that. You were just like passing the
They didn't
ball
want it.
around them and through.
They didn't
I
want it
don't
at all,
understand
and
that.
I was just like, guys, we are in a title
Nobody
race.
shoot. Nobody's shooting. It's like they're not serious, bro. I don't understand. It's like they were fine with the draw, and you could see Ateta's face. He's like, "Nah, bruh, you can't draw." He put in a Ketia, Trossard, Nelson. He threw everything at it, and those people weren't putting balls in the box. You guys were just passing the ball. West Ham was comfortable. I don't understand. I
They
really
just
don't understand.
they lost their nerve. I like this is the stuff
And
that
Arteta the
makes me.
whole time he's telling the players on the sideline, be calm, relax, boys. Don't do this. Don't do this.
You're saying
What you guys are
relax,
doing
relax.
now is,
Yo,
bruh. And those boys were not relaxing. Like West Ham could have even won it. I saw they had a few corners and stuff. But
nah,
let's be honest, the draw is a fair result in that
I
game.
feel we deserve to lose that game.
Probably because like the way you guys performed, dude.
And this is not
It's like
me just being mad or whatever. Like, no, that was the most unacceptable. This season's the worst one. It's actually the worst performance I've seen this year. Worst.
like
Like,
Liverpool,
it
I
makes.
understand, and the Enfield crowd can get you and all that. I understand that, but not West Ham guys. Not
Mm-mm.
this. Not this team. Not this West Ham team.
It was so disappointing, but
And I'm sure Pep Guardiola is sitting at home is like, yes, yes, yes. He's happy where he is right now. It's like, yo, we're gonna catch these guys. Eh,
I'm just praying for a miracle, guys. I really want us to win this league, but I don't see it happening. So
bruh, we all want Arsenal to win the league, bruh, because we can't let Man City do like a Bayern Munich now,
okay,
make it a Farmers League.
no, it's done. It's finished. Like I'm saying it now because I people are saying, "Oh, these are easy fixtures." This is the Premier League. Like with City, it's a
There's
different
no
story.
easy fixtures.
But City is a different story. They can drop literally all the teams in those last few games. Us
Mm.
doing that nonsense against West Ham. Nah, I know when we
Yeah,
drew, I
dude.
was like, we're not winning. Playing like that. Imagine you go to the Etihad, to Newcastle right now,
No,
St. James, and you like,
they will annihilate you, and they'll dominate you. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so sad to watch that game.
yeah,
But if you guys perform a miracle and nick it at the Etihad, Viva Arsenal, Viva.
uh,
I
I'm
know
tired of this
we can all
picture.
dream. We can all dream.
I've stopped dreaming, bro. Arsenal have disappointed me. Now they only did it later. They only did it much later. So it was expected, but it was coming. I felt it was coming, but not
But the
against West Ham.
pressure, you see, this last 10 games, I knew it, bruh. Like the pressure, I didn't know the pressure would get to you guys. I thought you guys would brush off the pressure, but it looks like it's getting to them.
I thought, like the pressure when players were getting injured that December time. Remember, that was a very pressured time, and they handled it. Now, like, come on,
Now
like
everybody's back, and now the pressure's back.
we are
I
only
don't
playing in the
understand.
Premier League. We are only in the Premier League. You
So there's no
cannot,
excuses.
nothing, no excuses, nothing. I don't simply like. I'm proud that they're this good, but they're not City.
Mm.
They're like they're a couple steps down, and I don't think we'll be this.
All of us are. All of
No,
us
and
are.
like I don't think we'll be at this point next season. Y'all are improving. Newcastle are improving without any question. Liverpool are improving. No,
Yeah.
like let's not act like this situation is gonna stay like this. Chelsea are gonna click eventually. Brighton will improve. Like we don't have time to be dilly dallying. We don't have time to to be beating about the bush with this title. It's either we win or we don't. And I don't see us winning it. Okay. I remember I wanted to say we're gonna win the league if we beat City or if we beat Liverpool. I've not said those words. The reason being, Arsenal became Arsenal. Like Tottenham, Arsenal do model it too. Not like it Tottenham's way, but when it's
Mm.
tight, when it means something, yeah,
When it's crunch time.
yeah, you let us down. The whole world needs you, and you let us all down, Arsenal. Yo, but
Bruh,
I'm not
so
proud.
are we
I think I'll be proud of the boys, Shane. But still,
are we gonna cover the last game?
yeah,
You know who it
Liverpool.
is.
Yeah.
I don't have my shirt on. Just the badge is usually the side.
Oh, get over
Yeah, like
yourself. Yes, yes.
nah, dude, I can't, bro. I'm happy, bro. I'm I'm very happy. Um, so it was Nottingham Forest versus the Red Devils United. Nah,
Yo,
bro, we played well, bro. Taking it like if you could take in that Sabata got injured before the game and Ericsson came in and bossed the game. That was dope. That was dope. Ericsson is now becoming back to where he's supposed to be.
mm,
And with the defense that we have of who was the back four? Dalo was playing left back, by the way. Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka. That was our back four. Malasia
wait,
was
wait, wait, wait,
injured.
wait, wait. Dallo,
Was playing left back.
Maguire, Maguire,
Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka.
and it worked.
I don't know how it worked, but it,
I'm
it means
so
that
confused.
Forrest are useless or whatever. But Maguire got a yellow card in the third minute, bruh. He was doing Maguire things. They hoofed the ball, and then that striker Owenye was gone, and then Maguire just like took him down on the halfway line. Could have been a red, but he wasn't the last man. You see, from that point onwards, I was like, yo, Maguire. And then we just like Bruno was man of the match, bro. Bruno was class that game. Him and Ericsson were just, and Martial was just connecting with Anthony so beautifully. Sancho was doing his things, cutting in and creating chances. And then, did you see the highlights?
No, because it was so late, I didn't get a chance to check.
So what happened for the first goal was, we press high, right?
Right.
So Marshall won the ball, and then he played a 1-2 with Bruno. So he was alone with the keeper. He took a shot, Navas saved it, and then Anthony just, bundled it in. That was
Oh,
the
nice.
first goal. And then, like, Bruno hit the bar a couple of times. Like, we were dominating this game completely. And then the second goal, Dalo scored his first Premier League goal. Anthony became Messi, bro. Like, the boy from the halfway line ran with the ball, cut in, beat one, two, three guys, put a beautiful through ball. Dalo was alone. He just tapped it in.
Right.
And then, yeah, we won the game. Got a clean sheet with Maguire at the back. So I'm happy, bro. I'm
Do
very
you
happy.
think? Do you think top four is solidified?
I think we need to win four more games, and then there's no doubt. Four out of we've got 7 games left.
Right.
If we win four, nobody's gonna get us
And
because
this result has helped with
it's helped. Bearing in mind that Newcastle lost and Spurs lost, and we've got games in hand on Spurs. So
right.
even if we don't finish third, we'll definitely finish fourth. And the chasers are quite far behind us, bro. Like there's
What's the gap now?
not the gap between
Fourth and
what
fifth.
fourth and fifth is like 6 points,
That's quite a lot.
9 points as well. Came in hand, yeah. So in us, like I looked at us, our points compared to Liverpool's. It's Liverpool are not getting anywhere near us, even if they win all the games.
Like
Like we'll have to like
it's
seriously
so
lose.
it's crazy because it's kind of like the simple expectation of you guys was to challenge for top four, and yeah, you were in the title race for 2 weeks, and then it just disappeared. But then the top four was paramount this season, and I had my expectations way lower for you guys, considering that it's a new manager, new players, whatever, and it was going to take time. But this rebuild is off to a good start. So
Dude, when we won the Carabao, I was shocked. I was like, "Hey, we actually got a trophy. That's dope."
yeah, so yeah,
Um,
it's just only going to get. I guess you all you can do is just finish top four. Let's not even talk about the
what
game. So
they
yeah, that
said? There's a stat now that says we've never lost a game with Bruno, Casemiro, and Ericsson in our midfield. Those three,
oh
like playing together at the same time, and that's like
oh
14 games
oh
when they all fit together. Yeah, we've never lost a game. We've drawn two, and we've won 12.
wow! Actually, I didn't know that. It's wild. That's
I
really
also
wild.
didn't know
Like
that. I only heard it yesterday, bruh.
I feel like these people just make these things up. But no, someone must have checked that.
Yeah, like the because remember that it's either one is out or two is out. Casemiro
Yeah,
suspended
like
or
it's never like
Bruno's injured or
consistent.
Ericsson is injured.
Yeah, it's never like a
There's never
consistent.
been a consistent run with those three together.
Or he gets sent off, Casemiro.
Or he chokes somebody or he
Yeah,
tackles somebody. I
it's
see, but
never
you know,
because
since
he's
he's been back now,
yeah.
since he's been back, he's not been quite the same. He's still Casemiro, but I mean, he's more cautious now. I see him.
No, because they're gonna what they did with a few players like Xhaka, they just target him. The moment he makes a tackle, they're like, uh,
But Checkers are hothead, bruh. Like he
no,
wants to fight with
we
everybody.
know this, Malcolm. But like, Arteta had to tell the boy, yo, you must calm down this season. You know, we've not had a red card this
Lucky you, bruh.
year. No red.
You'll get a trophy for that. Not getting a red card all season.
No, but like it just shows that Jack has been able to compose himself this year. Casemiro is just new to this league, so I wouldn't be surprised, you know. But three red cards, man. That's it. Is it two or three?
It's two.
And then that suspension
But
for
the
he was
suspension
suspended.
was like 7 games because it was a straight red card, which was 3 games. And then he got another one not so long after. Then they said, 4 game ban. But it's funny, we won those games, but the only game we lost without Casemiro was the Newcastle game
And funny enough,
where we played badly.
you had him with Liverpool, and you still
Yeah, we
beat.
got annihilated. But when Casemiro went off, it was like he was injured, so it was 3-0. So McTominay came on, and 4 more goals came in.
Don't
So
put it
Casemiro
like
is important, bruh. You can't take that guy off.
I didn't think of it like
Because
that. Yo, that's even funnier.
McTominay, it was 3-0. He took off Varane. He took off
Yeah,
Casemiro. And then it just got worse. Drop, drop, drop. McTominay made an assist for Salah. I was like, get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy, bruh. Yes.
yeah, no, but like shit.
He's a liability.
Who McSauce? Yeah, McSauce is.
He needs to go.
Yeah, McTominay needs
I
to.
know he scored for us against Everton, but blah. You scored against Spain for Scotland, but blah. You
He
need to
just runs.
go.
He just
He just
runs.
freaking runs, bro. He's got no awareness in the midfield. He hides in the midfield. He can't receive the ball. He always passes side to side. Like him and Fred, like, but Fred is better than him. I see
Fred is
now.
better, guys. Like,
Fred, you
come on.
can
Like, let's not. Fred has
Fred,
not
you
been
can
on the
bring
line
him
this
off the you can bring Fred off the bench and then Fred will do a job for you, you know?
season.
But Vegas and all I hear Vegas is going back to Besiktas. I'm so happy, bruh. Nah, that guy's useless, bruh.
Not
Let's see.
Besiktas. He's going back to Burnley.
Yeah, Besiktas.
He's going
He's going
back
to
to
Besiktas,
Burnley.
bruh.
No, he
No,
was
bruh.
on
But
loan.
didn't you hear Besiktas? They made a bid for him. They're buying him permanently.
No way. He's serious. You must be happy now. Yeah.
Dude, I'm happy that Marshall played 70 minutes yesterday and he was clutch. He
Yeah,
was
that boy.
clutch. Yo,
But
we play so
shit.
much better when he's there. Like, I didn't even miss Rashford this last 3 games, bro.
How
Maybe
long is
there's a
Rashford?
Villa game. If I don't know, but like we're winning, so like it's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Like people thought we would not score goals without him, but I told you Anthony will step up. Sancho
I
is not.
mean, but
He's
I
the.
think
He's
Tony. I
okay.
think Tony's important. I think Tony's important coming back as well. I was also
Martial
very
coming in, it's helping us. It's helping us a lot, bro. We got fit at the right time.
exactly. So
Otherwise, we would not make top four.
no, it was just a
Imagine
simple. Yeah, the game
no
in itself.
Tony, no Rashford, no Tony, no Rashford, no top four.
I think you would have made top four.
You think so? What Vegas?
Yeah,
The guy's only got 1 or 2 goals, bruh, in 20 games. Oh, nah, he's too slow, that guy, bruh.
but someone you should sign is Sabitzer.
Yeah, no, we
Get
need him,
that
but
guy on a permanent deal. That guy would be one of your most useful players in that squad. That guy
but
is so good.
like, if I have to choose between Sabitzer and McAllister, I'm taking McAllister, bro. And I love
McAllister.
Sabitzer, bro. I think he's a
No,
good player,
no.
bro.
As the first option, because at some point, like Bruno, you're gonna have to replace him at some point. 'Cause I don't see him being
But
the
right
permanent.
now, Bruno is on the form of his life,
No,
bro. That guy's performing, bro.
I'm not saying you're gonna sell him now. No, like McAllister, that's Bruno's replacement. I'm saying as a rotation, instead of going back to McSauce, it's a Bitzer. Instead of going back to
Yeah,
Fred, it's a Bitzer. Instead of going back to players who will let you down, it's a Bitzer is a
yeah,
consistent performer. Which is why I'm not saying like he's the starter. No, he's like a more utility player. He's an auxiliary. He plays also a number of positions. If you're missing Anthony, you can place a bit on the right. If you're missing Tony, you
mm,
can place bits as a striker. You've seen he scored those 2 goals the other day. So the man's ability to play a number of positions and be reliable when he plays, I think
yeah.
it's
And I
something to.
think 30 million is worth it. It's worth it.
You can get him for
That's his
25.
price.
You can get him for 25.
They want 30, bro. You know, Bayern, they're stingy. But I'll take him, bro.
The price will go lower. You'll get him for 25.
25, Sabita.
So yeah,
Sabita. I call him Sabita.
because
Like
30,
Sauta.
it's a bit much, but I'd pay it too. I'd pay it too. If I was asking, I'd pay it too because of it's a baller. You guys looking good. Just hold on to the stretch. Do you think because you guys play Thursday, do you think you will win against Sevilla?
Hmm?
Do you think you will win in Sevilla in the Europa League?
You know why I'm saying no? I'm not saying no because I don't want us to win or anything. But Bruno is our most influential player and he's suspended. Uh, Sabitzer is injured, so we're gonna have to play a midfield of Casemiro, Ericsson, and Fred, and I don't think that works. Um, Up front, Sancho is okay, but I don't see him doing much damage. Tony and Anthony is gonna be our most important players next week Thursday, or this week Thursday. My problem is the back four, man. Like Varane and Martinez, dude, I don't trust Maguire. I don't see us. If we win in Spain, it's gonna be a nick. It's gonna be 1-0 or whatever.
But
But
like, do you think it's also convenient because now these injuries are just getting bigger and bigger now just to progress further to the Europa League? Because now, if you now progress with all these injuries,
that's
it's
just setting ourselves up for disaster for losing in a semi or losing in the final itself. So I'd rather just take the loss.
right.
Honestly, you know me, I don't like losing, but I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take it because then that just means okay, fine. We're still in the FA Cup. I'm not saying we're gonna win it, but like we're still in like the top four fight. Like we can take those games more seriously without having that stress of Thursday nights and more injuries and more problems. That's just problems. Europa is just a problem for us because it looks like we're qualifying for the Champions League. So it's not that where we must win the Europa, like we're sixth and we must win the Europa. It's not. That's not the situation. So
It's
I.
just one of those, man. Like I get it because if I were in y'all's position with so many injuries as well to key players, I would want us to drop out of the Europa League too, because it's also going to
It's just a
compromise your top
burden,
four.
bruh.
Yeah, it's also gonna. It may. I wouldn't say it's gonna be the cause of your top four if it were to come to that, but it can affect it because you'll drop points in the weekend. You
Yeah,
may have to
because
squeeze
they'll be too
rest.
tired traveling from Spain, and now you have to go play Brighton in the FA Cup at Wembley. Doesn't balance.
Just, just get top four. Yeah, get to the semi-finals. You already won a trophy, so just, damn
It's
man,
not like needs must. Because it's
like now this is
honestly,
building. This is building, and you're already in the Champions League. Well, almost there, but this is building. Get
we're a
there in
few
the
games away from Champions League.
exactly.
Two or
So
three.
yeah. Oh, before we end off, we have a big game today. Is it a big game? Or it's just one of those games where it's just like, maybe Liverpool will win it.
Maybe they haven't won since they thrashed us. They've been
Hey,
losing and drawing games.
maybe, but I'll say this now: they cannot lose to Leeds. No,
Yeah, they can't. That'll be the
listen,
final
like
nail in the
people were
season.
saying, you can't draw to West Ham. Yeah, just don't lose to Leeds either.
But I don't
Like
think they're
no,
gonna
like
lose, bro. I think
it's not like all Liverpool fans. There's this one particular Liverpool fan that annoys the hell out of me. It's this Irish guy, Jonathan Marley. I swear to you, Malcolm, he makes Goldbridge look sane, bro.
Colbridge is cool though.
No, like he's now
He's just
he's just young.
crazy.
He is crazy, but like he makes Goldbridge look sane. Looks like a normal person. This Nally guy, ugh,
Is that bald guy?
no, it's that Irish guy with the red beard who predicted Liverpool to win the league, and then he has match reactions on TikTok. It's hilarious to watch because every match he reacts to is almost most matches have been terrible this season.
Mm.
Like this guy was praying for our down. Like imagine, right? He's like our rivalry with City. There was no rivalry with City, bro.
It
It was just City.
was a domination. They just won
it
the
was
league
just
once.
it was just City, bro.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Why are Arsenal supposed to be like? Dude, we're trying to stop. Well, we're not doing it. But we were trying to stop a situation where City have dominated. But no, that's not gonna happen. So that guy just irritates me. He just annoys me. Like for the most part, Liverpool fans are very sensible. They're very. I think this season as a whole is a bit of um, a scorn. You know, it hurts. You know,
At least they've got the 7-0 trophy.
dub trophies.
That's the only trophy they're gonna see this season.
Yo, dub trophies, man. And like, if you wrap up that whole season, man, it's a bad season.
But yeah, predictions.
Club 70, bro. It's an absolute howler.
What do you think? What do you think the score will be tonight?
Leeds are in a relegation fight. They'll be very up for it. But the loss against Palace last week must have hurt them very much. Um, I think there's an element of unexpectedness with the teams fighting for relegation right now. For me, I see Liverpool winning this match. I say
I also see. I see like a 2-1, 3-1.
I see two now. Maybe 2-1. Yeah, maybe 2-1 because Yeah, Van Dijk hasn't been the same in a long, long, long time. So 2-1, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, Liverpool. Do you see them finishing in Europe? No.
It all depends on like Brentford and all the other teams, you know. But it's in their hands. But if you say Europe, it's not Champions League, not for me.
Yeah,
It's
it's not.
either gonna be Europa or conference position because they've
I
lost too
see.
many.
I see either Europa or Conference too because the Champions League is it's gone. Like,
It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
dude, that
You're
has
gonna
to
have to
be
see a
like
serious decline of.
all the teams in the from y'all right down to them have to drop. That's not
Yeah,
happening. That's unlikely. Like especially
and we have to probably lose all our games as well.
now, most of them to fight for places next season, and they play relegation teams. Like all those things, it's unlikely. That's a miracle for Liverpool if that happens. So I see them just making Europe, just. But I wouldn't be surprised they don't. Sorry to say, guys, because this season's an absolute disaster.
It's a
I,
shambles.
like, yeah, you have your 7-0 trophy that some claim. Also, they haven't lost to any of the top six teams ever. We did not know that. But the other games, Malcolm,
Yeah,
losing to
losers.
Wolves, Malcolm, yo, mm, mm, mm.
But remember, Leeds beat them last time, bruh, at Anfield. Somerville.
Somerville,
So I don't know. They shouldn't take Leeds lightly.
they shouldn't take anyone lightly. But with Liverpool, sometimes they play, and then they play away, they don't play. So what is it? I don't know what to expect. Like we know, like this the same group of players for many years that haven't been changed. Like unlike Pep, when the team got a bit older, he literally replaced the players like for life, or got even better. Klopp, he kept Salah for too long, he kept Mane for too long, to a point that he
Milner.
Van Dijk for too long, Fabinho too long. Like he should have sold. Like when they won the league, he should have sold everyone and rebuilt because simple. Like it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. You would have sold Salah for 100 million if, in this season when they won the league. So it's a shame. So, but like that. It is what it is. Let's see what happens tonight. I'll be watching it. We won't do a reaction now, but we'll probably do a reaction on Friday before the Arsenal game.
Yeah,
So,
after. There's no Europe most, no?
no
There
Europe.
is. There is.
Champions League this
No,
week is
there's
over.
yeah,
I
there's
also
Europe this season, so we can on Friday again.
yeah, so
Or
we'll do Friday
wait, Friday before the game or
before before
before the game?
yeah.
Okay.
Then
It
same
was
time.
lovely. It was
Friday.
lovely having you as having you to talk about this weekend, wrapping it up, brother.
Yo, 2 hours, bro. I think we should like kind of make it shorter. Again, this is our first video, so we're gonna probably suck at it in the beginning. But there's a lot of things we're still learning. Really appreciate you coming through, Malcolm, having these chats. And hopefully we can get it right. Hopefully we need more views, more subscriptions. Obviously, this will take time. But yeah, this
Yeah.
is our first video, our first stream, our debut stream. Now I
Of
wonder who's the
MBT Footy
gonna watch
Talks.
2 hours of this.
Nah,
But
dude, even if they just skip and watch what they wanna watch, it's fine.
true. But yeah, with our first video, please like and subscribe if anyone will. But
Comment
yeah,
as well.
comment if
Much
you have any.
appreciated.
Much appreciated. We do take criticism nicely. We're not babies. But yeah, I guess we're gonna talk again on Friday.
Yeah,
Friday, yeah.
we'll try and make it like 2 or 3 a week, but
I
I
was
think
thinking
two because
I was thinking
yeah,
three a
'cause-
week, but
yeah,
let's shorten it because I know we got it, but excited. It's the first video, whatever. So
yeah.
yeah, I don't mind that to be honest. But yeah, we'll just see. I'll even need to go through it tonight to see what we did right, what we did wrong, and what we could improve on. So yeah, just to see how this goes. This is our first video ever. I am T-Man
Mel
and
B,
Mel B. We're out of here.
Mel B for brilliance.
Mel B the brilliant. So out of here, guys. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Signing out.
Signing out.